only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Niger what yo? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. For the poor, no more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what media? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria, no more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media, the number one media in Nigeria, no more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what you? The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Niger what you? Voice for the voiceless. Niger watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Niger watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and he recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. Niger what you?
What we have done in this country is to allow bandits, not the ones in the bushes, the urban bandits to take over. Is that we just get incompetent people and we hand over leadership to them. They don't know what to do. Most of them don't really know what to do. They just know how to grab power, but don't know what to do with it. And please, I would like to appeal to you that to reflect and look around. Wherever you see islands of progress in Nigeria, it is because a competent person has been given the opportunity.
Whether you like El-Rufai or not, you must admit one thing: he's a firebrand. The same way he campaigned for APC and Tinubu in 2023 is the same way he's going to campaign against them in 2027. All the people he approached during the campaigns, he will go back to them and tell them, I was wrong. These people don't mean well for Nigerians. Is El-Rufai not better than the fence-sitters today? Or people who are busy hating him and saying, I won't participate in any coalition. I won't campaign for any coalition if P2B goes into coalition with him. Or if El-Rufai is a member of any coalition, I will work against that coalition. This is not what should bother people, except they are working for Tinubu and APC.
I think it's unfair to ask me to speak for 1 minute on my brother and nation. 1 minute is too short for me to cover all the work we've done together, the political conspiracies, the successes and the failures. 1 minute is too short to cover our comments, because we cover we up. The last point we had was when we won the primaries.
Malam El-Rufai was speaking at Rotimi Amechi's 60th birthday lecture held in Abuja, and he's right. Anyone that steals anything is a bandit. Tinubu told his associates and supporters during the election of 2023 that they should grab it and run away with it, that power is never served a la carte.
Political power is not going to be served in a restaurant. It's not served in a la carte. It's what we are doing. It's being determined to do it. At all costs, fight for it, grab it, snatch it, and run with it.
So you can see it's not an ordinary jab from El-Rufai. After all, he was an insider during the presidential election campaigns under APC. Now that they have grabbed it and run away with it, they don't know what to do with it. They are so shameless to the extent that they are commissioning 30 kilometers out of 700 kilometers of the coastal highway. How low can people sink? The money they use to commission this road alone, it can build another kilometer or two. And at this rate, it means that even in 8 years or even 15, 20 years, they will never complete the 700 kilometer coastal highway. And to imagine that Tinubu said it is his time to brag when he was commissioning the 30 kilometers out of 700 kilometer highway. When his mates are commissioning massive projects, how do you commission a project that is not yet completed? You said it is 700 kilometers. Now you were able to build only 30 kilometers in 2 years and you're bragging about it. It is Nigerians that allow these people to take us for fools. Something that is not worth celebrating. They spend millions of naira to celebrate it, to make it feel as if they are doing something, when in reality, they are not doing anything. The amount of money, the so-called and touted IGR, is not commensurate to what they are doing, the job they are doing for Nigerians. So it's going to be the easiest campaign in 2027, only if Nigerians will unite against their common enemy. Don't ever be intimidated by Tinubu's game. Yes, he's playing a psychological game on Nigerians and the opposition. The wave of defections you see, the timed gradual defections of senators, governors, and many people into APC, is a psychological warfare on Nigerians to make you feel intimidated, discouraged, and give up on Nigeria. You wouldn't even bother to come out in 2027 because the psychological overwhelming game makes you feel that you're powerless. There's no one that can stop this man that is already elected. Many things. It is simply a psychological game. If he truly knows that he can win the election in a free and fair contest, why does he feel he needs more people in the party? You need to see through the narrative. You need to see through their posturing. Don't be like some who are already indirectly falling for their game. These people don't support APC, but they are in the forefront touting that no one can stop him, doing as if they are already campaigning for him. Yes, they are being useful idiots, but they don't know it. By now, many Nigerians must have learned their lessons. Politics is not a game like football where you must be in the winning team. No, if you make mistakes in politics, you can pay with your life. Yes, a single policy of Tinubu has reduced the purchasing power of Nigerians. One of his policies devalued Naira to nearly worthless levels. So you can imagine how that has affected your savings in the bank. If you had 1 million Naira in early 2023, by mid-2023, when he devalued the Naira, he calls it floating of the Naira, that devaluation effectively reduced the value of that 1 million Naira to around 400,000 Naira or even less. So you can understand that politics is not a game. People should stop seeing it as this is my team, this is that, I must support the winning team. No, support someone that will change your life, that will turn around your fortunes, that will make your 1 million Naira to have a value of 3 million Naira. That's what Nigerians should be aiming for. How do you settle for less when you can have more? It's just like being given two options. You are offered 10 million Naira on one side, and the second side you are offered 2 million Naira. Who will pick 2 million Naira except the person is blind? So Nigerians should stop settling for less and stop falling for their narrative. Yes, you can get better, you can have more. Don't settle for the peanuts they are offering you. What they are offering you is not even up to peanuts. They are crumbs, leftovers that they are offering you. These people sit on billions that they don't know what to do with. They wake up and think of palliatives. They waste it on rice, on keke. Is it keke they are giving you, a graduate that will solve your life problems? Is it keke driving that you read in the university? What Nigerian politicians should offer Nigerians are jobs. They should guarantee that if anyone graduates from university, he must have a job. Yes, your parents shouldn't continue training you and spending on you after suffering to train you in university. You are supposed to have a job when you graduate. It used to be so in Nigeria in the 70s, in the 80s. If you graduate from school, you are faced with up to 3 job offers. Yes, you have to pick and choose the kind of job you want out of 3 or 4 job offers. Is that available today in Nigeria? Absolutely not. This is why people must demand better. Don't settle for less. It was possible in Nigeria of yesteryears. It should be more possible even today. We are in 2025. Now you can see that the only way to get the best out of the Nigerian government is to support a competent candidate to lead the government in 2027. Not mediocres that commission less than 5% of a road and tell you that they are doing a good job. And the only way to remove these mediocres from power is to support the coalition, or whatever you like to call them, a united opposition against APC. If you don't support them, there's no chance of removing these people from power. And obviously many people are working against the coalition because they know they stand a very high chance of removing them from power. Even people from the north, some northern politicians don't want to support the coalition out of their selfish interest, simply because they want to continue being loyal to Tinubu so that he will consider them in 2031. That's if he wins in 2027. So you can see they are all about their selfish interest, not national interest. No one can support what they are doing because they are impoverishing Nigerians. But people will always support anything just to protect their interest. They can even support the devil himself once their interest is protected. That's politics for you. But what Nigerians must know is that they must see all these people as their enemies. Yes, if people are not supporting you when you are poor, when you are down, you are suffering, you are about to die, you don't know where the next meal will come from, they will never support you even when you are better off. So Nigerians must unite against them. These are elites that care about themselves alone and their associates. And seeing them as the enemy is the #1 proof that Nigerians will win against them. When you cower in front of these people, you respect them and you feel that they are never wrong, you give them that impression that whatever they tell you, you must do it. If they tell you to vote a failed candidate, someone that has impoverished you, you will accept simply because you have respect for them. No, it should stop in 2027. Nigerians must take back their country and tell the elites, no, we are in charge. We are the people. Our votes must count. We must defend that vote so that in future, politicians will start caring about Nigerians. Yes. Imagine what will come after him, because people around him today are watching. They are learning from what he's doing. If he gets away with it, if he is rewarded in 2027, then the worst is going to come after him. Now, let's end with this poll conducted by Dr. Dele Soboale, published by the Vanguard newspapers. They asked Nigerians around the country 2 basic questions. 1, is your life better today than 2 years ago? Just answer yes or no. Number 2, do you expect things to get better in 2 years? Also answer yes or no. And unsurprisingly, this is because Nigerians know what is happening. Forget about posturing and narratives of the government. Only 3% answered the first question yes. That's, is your life better than 2 years ago? A whopping 97% answered no. Now to the shocking one. Only 1% answered yes to the second question. That's, do you expect things to get better in 2 years? And a whopping 99% answered no. So you can see that Nigerians have the numbers against these people. Nigerians must unite to fight them. If you give up and say there's nothing you can do and fall for their narratives, then you will lose and they will continue gaining. Nigerians must unite. You must unite and be more desperate than these people. Right now they are desperate, running helter-skelter, but you need to match them crazy for crazy. Desperate for desperate. If you don't do that, you will never win and you continue complaining in 2027 until 2031. When is it going to end? In 2031, APC would have completed 16 years in power. Compare the 16 years to the 16 years of PDP. Everyone knows the truth. and calculate how many years it will be by 2031. If they succeed in 2027, it's a guarantee that the worst will come after 2031. So that effectively means that you are trying to mortgage your future the next 16 years, because the person that will come after that will be worse than Tinubu himself. Thanks for watching.
Have not started permanent work.
Cost
now
per
deemed
kilometer.
that contract.
Minister,
and
cost
this is what
per
we are
kilometer.
doing to
Cost per kilometer. Just give me the number. Cost per kilometer in this first 30 kilometers. Quickly, Minister. Cost per kilometer.
Well, Senator Mai, I will go ahead with my question. Cost per kilometer, that can be communicated elsewhere, outside morning show. Let's focus on the issues.
Minister Mai, so what you have just come, and good to see you again, what you have just come to tell us here, that you are doing a project,
Rufai.
Good to see you. Good to see you, sir. What you have just come to tell us here is that you are doing a project worth trillions without transparency and an open bidding process that gives everybody the chance. Can you show me if there was
somebody tell
hang on a minute, let me finish now. Let me finish. I gave you the chance.
Rufai, hold on.
Can you show me?
You don't darken counsel without knowledge.
No, wait a minute.
I'm putting you right so that you can ask.
Let me finish.
No, get information right.
You won't allow me finish. Let me land at least and you respond.
You are finishing on wrong.
Wait now, Minister. You want to take this interview from me? Let me ask the question and you correct it.
Rufai, you are dark.
Let me ask the question and you correct it. Please, let me speak, Minister. We are very good friends. So, you gave me honorable mention at the Millennium Bridge. You are my man. Bless you. So, what you are saying is that no independent free bidding process for everybody. You just went along with high tech because they did some work in Lagos before. And the argument you are making, with due respect, Minister, that they brought equipment to help in the, independent bridge scenario and all of that. That's no big deal. They are benefiting from the government in other ways through the coastal road. So it's not an argument. So you are saying that there was no open tender, at least give others a chance to bid. Secondly, Minister, I want to bring forward the case of Winsome. You will react, Minister. You will react. Let me have my time. You will react to it.
Rufai, hold on.
Minister, I'm not finished asking my question now.
Your own.
You have not finished now. You will react to
one. Let me correct this one.
You will react to it. Give me the chance. You see, we are wasting time. Winsome Homes, she said she got some money from the diaspora. And there's been a back and forth I've been seeing in the news. I don't know what your take is on that Winsome Home project, the real estate developer. Thirdly, Minister, give me empirical facts of how much you have spent for this first 30 kilometers that is about to be commissioned. How much you have spent in also the street light deployment and other things that you've deployed in this first 30 kilometers. So let us know a price range variation. If you can also give me kilometer by kilometer spending and some other empirical breakdown so we can see it. If you can't finish it here, you can send the documents to us so that we can just also assess the spending. Thank you, Minister.
Rufai, first and foremost is that you have to recall that you carried your calculator, and I was in the studio, and I was giving you the figures. I didn't carry calculator like you, and your calculator could not properly calculate what I was saying. It was, Dr. Abati that came between us. He said, okay, leave the calculation. So I ran the figures. Rufai, the first 47 by 47 kilometer of the Section 1 Coastal Highway was awarded at 1.068 trillion. And we have 30% component of the federal government counterpart funding and 70% loan component. As of today, we have not secured one kobo loan on the project. But High Tech had invested their money, and that job is about 80% done. The solar light is not an isolated contract. It's part of the project, the road architecture. You have the cable ducting, you have the drainage, you have the tree planting, and of course you have the train track, which we have made provision, for future train construction it's not part of my mandate, but we have to make that provision, for future. And then when you said we didn't give others the opportunity, and that's what I'm trying to correct you, that we have three kinds of a procurement process. The first one is, restrictive for specialized jobs. And when we use that specialized procurement process for sections 1 and 2, for section 3A and 3B, Sokoto Badagry, the Trans-Sahara route, it became selective tendering. Other contractors were invited in each of the other processes, and of course they bid it. And High-Tech won because of their technical competence, the equipment they parade, the number of expertise they have, and the local content components of their engagement, because they have a lot of engineers engaged, they have a lot of engineers being trained, they have a lot of services being given, and even small contracts are being given to our engineers so that they can also learn and benefit from that. And so when you talk about how much have we spent on Section 1, we've paid 30% of the cost I told you. And when you come to Section 2, it's 1.33 trillion, and we have only committed 30% of the cost of that project. And the 70% is the loan component, and that loan component has not come. And that's why the development partners came, the Dutch Bank and the Development Bank of Southern Africa. They came and they were very much interested. Today, a lot of other African Development Bank, Islamic Bank, they are coming, knocking for us to interact with them. They're interested, seeing what we have done. And by December, I believe strongly that we would have completed Section 1. Section 1 is supposed to be for 36 months. But this 30 kilometer we've completed is being done within 1 year, 12 months. And I'm very, very, very happy with what High-Tech is doing. High-Tech is not just, a contracting firm. They are development partners of this country. And you see, people always look at one side of an issue. You are not looking at competence. You are not looking at ability to deliver the work. You are not looking at the equipment, availability of equipment. You are not looking at the risk being taken, by contractors doing this job. I know of other contractors in this country. Not all of them, but many of them, when we award job to them, they will never put a shovel on ground until they are paid mobilization. And that's why I changed the narrative. And in the contract, I say, listen, if we give you a job, because at the bidding process, you will tell us about your financial capacity. If we give you a job and within 30 days you have not started permanent work, you now deem that contract is terminated. And we give you mobilization. We are not giving you another money until you exhaust that mobilization and end a milestone, over and above the mobilization.
Minister,
and this is what we are doing to checkmate people that are portfolio contractors. And that is working. And that is what the president directed we should do. And that is what we are doing.
Cost per kilometer. Just give me the number. Cost per kilometer in these first 30 kilometers. Quickly, Minister. Cost per kilometer.
Well, Senator Omari, I will go ahead with my question. Cost per kilometer, that can be communicated elsewhere, outside morning show. Let's focus on the issues. I ask you, during the May 21 APC National Summit,
it's like I lost
at the Villa.
I lost the studio.
Can you hear me,
yes,
sir?
I was asking for the cost per kilometer, which is a very important question, Senator. Very important question. Cost per kilometer. That's accountability of the people. If you can give us the cost per kilometer
we'll
question.
Take a short break. Rufai was asking you, what is the cost per kilometer of these roads? And he insists that you should answer that question. So, because it has to do with accountability. And then finally, when you were governor in Ebonyi State, you had Ebonyi Airport. That Ebonyi Airport has not functioned, though, since you left. What is going on?
The cost of the project, the cost of the project cannot be said
per
to
kilometer.
Be... Look,
per
this
kilometer.
is one single cost per kilometer. Yes, but you were the one that stopped me when I was doing off-head calculation of that. And I arrived, and from the empirical, factors, using the basic, material cost in the market to arrive at 4 billion, per kilometer on the first section of the coastal highway. The second section has a lot of bridges and flyover. For example, at the Dangote refinery, we are passing in front of his refinery, and the engineering factor there is that you must have free flow of trucks in and out without any hindrance. And so that place we now made the carriageway, the span, to be 64 meters, as against 15 meters of spans of bridges and flyovers. So that one, you cannot easily say, look, this is the cost. So it's going to be the cost of the bridges and flyovers plus the cost of the construction. And so when you get to, for example, we should have finished the first 47.47 kilometer up to Leko. And when you see the clip of tomorrow, we are going to release the clip of tomorrow, tagged the making of Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. You will see impossibilities being turned to possibilities. You will see the terrain. And then I would like Rufai to tell me any other section of this country that has such a terrain. Now we want to procure the project that is running from Ogun, down to Ondo. And we discovered that 40 kilometers at the Ondo axis has pit that is going up to 20 meters deep. And then we had to stop. So we invite experts, and then we are doing a lot of trials on what depth can the pit, sustain the load. So it's a lot to do with what the terrain is and what method statement are you going to deploy to, tackle the terrain. There was a section, and of course the section is still there, where I think it's about 5 kilometers of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, section 1. You have pit that runs up to 21 meters. When we deploy the clips tomorrow, you will be able to appreciate what we are doing on the coastal highway. And people will stop, of course it's their right to ask what is the cost. But the cost is not a single digit, cost. The cost depends on the terrain. And then, of course, the facilities that accompany, the terrain and the route.
Nigerians, I beg you now in the name of God. The question you are supposed to be asking, the question we are not supposed to ask for this electoral amendment matter, not be say, you should say Tinubu go sign am, or you should say Akpabio go pass am. Oh, Tinubu no go sign am, oh, Akpabio no go pass am, oh. Not be the two we supposed to talk be that. The thing we supposed to talk be say, is it a good thing for us to have electoral amendment? The particular provisions that we are talking about in the amendment that we link in the description. Now, good thing. Now, the thing we're supposed to ask first. So when we finish that one, we'll come ask the next question. All these our so-called representatives, are they representatives or are they represent the thieves? How would we know? If your senator, your House of Rep member, not collect this bill, present them, make them pass them, then you go know, say that your senator or your House of Rep member, he not be representative, he not represent the thieves. And if this is the case, question for you, is it right for such people to return to the National Assembly? Is it? So this is an opportunity. It is a golden opportunity, a litmus test for your representative. Make una they ask the right question. Not allow them fool you, deceive you, say, oh, Tinubu now go sign am. Tinubu is not bigger than the law. Forget all this talk, say, oh, animal kingdom, all animals are equal, or some are more equal than the other. Yes. But they need something to stand behind. If they not get that thing, then they become anarchists. And they themselves will not want it. Not be the thing we're supposed to ask with that. What we're supposed to ask, say, this thing with the talk, so now good thing, now waiting Nigerians suppose support. Then, if now so, now true say, now good thing, then why our lawmakers or representatives, why them not they support them? Then if they not support them, we suppose vote for them again to come back to that National Assembly? The answer is no. So, make we ask the right question. Because if we plenty, where would they push this position? If we reach 30 million, if we reach 40 million, if we reach 50 million, where they push, say, amend the Electoral Act. If Akpabio Siam, Tajudeen Siam, Tinubu Siam, they serve, then go fear. Then go amend this act. They go find another way to try, manipulate the system. But that way no go come day again. Then go come force themselves to begin do the right thing. And then when it reach election time, we go still do the right thing. The changing Nigeria no go easy, but it's not the impossible. Now small actions like this, now we go take change them. Now small actions like this. If you do your own, I do my own. We they contribute, they go. Randy Bitters don't do petition. Abi, it don't give them till June 6. June 6 don't they come now? 6 days to go. They never answer them. We don't put our voice, say we must do that. They must amend this thing. We don't come take them forward. Say, okay, fine. We make the work easy for una, for the lawmakers. We don't come do the amendment. We don't type them. The work with their legislative aid supposed to do, we don't do them. And we don't say, okay, download them and just present them. That one come hard again. He hard, not hard. So now for
more reckless government than this. There are over 300 ethnic groups in this country. In a country of over 200 million Nigerians. In a country that we are running a constitutional democracy that protects the right of everybody. Over 70% of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's appointments are from the Southwest, even the Southwest Lagos, violating the Constitution. Where are those who should checkmate him, tell him the truth? The National Assembly. What are they doing? Oh, they are singing, on your mandate will come. Fellow Nigerians, they are the ones we voted to come and fight for us. They're not doing that. They are allowing the president to do whatever he likes. Arrogantly too, with impunity. He gets loans all over the place. Nobody knows. Nobody's asking questions. What are these loans for? Where are the savings you got from removal of subsidy? During Abacha, we saw PTF. How much money is coming into FIRS? How much money is in the NPC? What's happening in the CBN? Everything is opaque. As if it's his country. It is our duty and responsibility to raise our voices. That we must do, not for us, but for our children and grandchildren. We have a leadership that is focused only on itself. We have a leadership that is disconnected from the realities of our people. Ladies and gentlemen, the current president got only less than 10% of the registered votes. There were 93 million registered voters in a country of 200 million. And he got 8.6. And yet, this president is treating us all like his spoils of war. Like he's conquered us all. There is nothing that imperils democracy more than hunger. There's no military. There is no police force that can quell the anger of a hungry people. None. This government has brought hunger in the land. I've been screaming that because I know I see it in hospital. When I go to Katsina, Medicine Sans Frontiers, I go to their feeding centers. You will say, are we in Sudan, Afghanistan, or Yemen? It's a country of plenty. There are 2 or 3 local governments. Medicine Sans Frontières did a survey. Over 30% of their children are all malnourished. God Almighty will ask not only the leaders, but all of us. What did you do when you saw that? What did we do? Did we just recoil in our comfort center and say, oh no, it's somebody else's child? None of us. And I tell even the big generals, there is no country, no people will be safe, will be secure. We dress differently, we speak differently. They want to balkanize us. Those of us that have seen a better Nigeria know we are better than this. Unfortunately, our youth, politicians have infused toxic, ethno-religious cocktail onto our people now. All over the country. There has never been a time. Our democracy, unbroken democracy, is 26 years old, we say today. Ladies and gentlemen, in the life of a country and in the life of democracy, 26 years is still very young and fragile. Our democracy, 26 years of unbroken democracy, has never been more imperiled than it is today. We have a leadership that is focused only on itself. We have a leadership that is disconnected from the realities of our people. Ladies and gentlemen, the current president got only less than 10% of the registered votes. There were 93 million registered voters in a country of 200 million. And he got 8.6. And yet, this president is treating us all like his spoils of war, like he's conquered us all. There is nothing that imperils democracy more than hunger. There's no military. There is no police force that can quell the anger of a hungry people. None. This government has brought hunger in the land. I've been screaming that because I know I see it in hospital. When I go to Katsina, Medicine Sans Frontières, I go to their feeding centers. You will say, are we in Sudan, Afghanistan, or Yemen? It's a country of plenty. There are 2 or 3 local governments. Medicine Sans Frontières did a survey. Over 30% of their children are all malnourished. God Almighty will ask not only the leaders, but all of us. What did you do when you saw that? What did we do? Did we just recoil in our comfort center and say, oh no, it's somebody else's child? None of us. And I tell even the big generals, there is no country, no people will be safe, will be secure with this much injustice and inequity. None. The same children, over 20 million and counting, that are not going to school, that we pass and think they're not our children, they'll pick up arms and come after us. I went to Kano to buy newspapers one Sunday. I came out to buy newspapers in the morning. Brought out 1,000 naira to give to the vendor. Somebody just grabbed it. And look, he didn't run. He looked at me and said, we haven't eaten and you're here buying newspapers. What did I do? Put my hands in my pocket and gave him more. We think we are safe? How many of us, and I tell this to all the generals, ministers and everybody, how many of us, after all the sirens in Abuja, can go back home to our ancestral land, spend the weekend? without these big armed guys. We think we're safe. Nobody is safe if your neighbor is not safe. My grandmother used to tell me, if you pray for your child, pray for somebody else's child. You don't know who he or she is going to meet. Security, our land is drenched in blood. We are burying our dead every day. Civilian and uniform. Every day. 50 in Plateau, 30 in Katsina, 100 in Zamfara, all over. Life has become nothing. Our military is deployed all across the 36 states and FCT. How many do we have? Less than 300,000. Boko Haram, 16 years today. Bandits, 12 years and count. IPOP ongoing. South, we have halts in the southwest. Elasticity of any military cannot take it that long. The late Army Chief of Staff, General Lagbaja, said it. Soldiers are getting battle fatigued. They are developing post-traumatic stress disorder. Many of them are resorting to drugs. We see them on TikTok. When I went to my retreat in Kuje, you guys know, I was in retreat in Kuje. I was getting calls from soldiers in the war front. Oga, we are seeing this. Oga, we are. Our military is getting overstretched. Security is not the responsibility of the military alone. It's all of us. All this mess you see, security chief, mess you see, created by politicians. The military is calling to clean up after their mess. Politicians are not listening to the cries of the people, are not listening to the cries of those kids, our children in the war front, those that make it possible for us to come here and talk. They are our children. All across. We need to have an adult conversation, but the politicians are not ready. They are dancing as if it's the economy. When this government came, he said, we're going to remove subsidy, we're going to do this. Okay, good. Well, what plan do you have to ameliorate the sufferings of our people? None. None. And this is what we are seeing. Repercussions we are seeing, all the sufferings we are seeing is because of the misguided policies of this government. And no plan to mitigate whatever the consequences are going to be. No consultation. You want less than 10% of the votes. You don't consult with people, you do whatever you want. People are suffering, you're not listening to them. A governor is saying, my state is on fire. A minister in Abuja is saying he's lying. They're not listening. Even at home. Your child is crying, you don't listen to him, you do that at your own peril. This government, ladies and gentlemen, I've never seen a more reckless government than this. There are over 300 ethnic groups in this country. In a country of over 200 million Nigerians. In a country that we are running a constitutional democracy that protects the right of everybody. Over 70% of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's appointments are from the Southwest, even the Southwest Lagos, violating the Constitution. Where are those who should checkmate him, tell him the truth? The National Assembly. What are they doing? Oh, they are singing, on your mandate will stand. fellow Nigerians, they are the ones we voted to come and fight for us. They're not doing that. They're allowing the president to do whatever he likes. Arrogantly too, with impunity. He gets loans all over the place. Nobody knows. Nobody's asking questions. What are these loans for? Where are the savings you got from removal of subsidy? During Abacha, we saw PTF. How much money is coming into FIRS? How much money is in the NNPC? What's happening in the CBN? Everything is opaque. As if it's his country. It is our duty and responsibility to raise our voices. That we must do. Not for us, but for our children and grandchildren. And for what this country has given us. We go all over the world, they say, oh, did you go to school in England or America? I say, no, I went to school in Gusau, I went to school in Abu Zaria. Our leaders invested in us. Now our children, the few of us that have money, we send them to private school. You think they're going to be safe? Everybody else's child is not educated. Everybody else's child is going to pick up guns. If we don't take care of today, tomorrow will come and haunt us. We see that. Oh, and the politics, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm seeing mass endorsement, mass defection. I saw it the other day, and I was telling my wife, am I in North Korea or am I in Nigeria? I mean, this vulgar display of rascality. When people are hungry, you're here rubbing it on us. But we don't need you. You can do whatever you want to do. This is what we're going to do. We have endorsed him for the next 4 years. We've seen this movie before. Abacha was endorsed by everybody. Right? Jonathan was endorsed by 21 parties. What happened? They forgot they needed 2 endorsements. Endorsement of the people and endorsement of God Almighty. They haven't gotten it. So fellow Nigerians, they're giving me just 1 minute. I'm glad to be here. I don't want to start crying like my elder brother. He's done that. We have work to do. Religion and ethnicity is not our problem in Nigeria. I wrote it from the beginning, 2020. Muslim ticket was neither for God nor country. It was for self. Everywhere address youth. Do not allow any cleric to come and divide you from religions. Do not allow any ethnic whatever to come and divide you. This is our country. We're here to fight for what is right. We'll go to Kuje, we'll come out. We'll continue to do the good work. Thank you all.
La secourir.
Everybody here, where are these people? If she rise up, what will you do?
I will glorify the name of the Lord forever and ever.
It's okay.
Viewers all over the world, He has never changed. The God of Prophet Jeremiah, or motto for fame, manifesting His mercy upon our lives. And right now we can see this woman receiving prayer through the name Jesus, the servants of the Most High God, calling upon. We can see this woman responding to the power of God.
Somebody!
Regardez votre écran. Lorsqu'on revient à Dieu, elle a été déclarée.
Look at that miracle! Somebody celebrate! All right, so Prophet Jeremiah, that was a very beautiful performance. The actors are doing well. You understand? I have an auntie. She's in the hospital as we speak. We spent a lot of money. And again, you know me and you, we are in court. So there are limits to what I can say.
please, I want to beg you in presence of everybody. Can you follow me to the hospital? If you cure my auntie, that case in court, I will beg you, I will bear damages. You sue me 1 billion, I will pay. If you can help my auntie, let's just go to Gariki Hospital. Just cure her like you cured this woman. You see, this is a very big problem in Africa. It's a very big problem. We cannot limit, narrow down the problem of Africa to only the government. Now, lie you. You see a lot of these pastors too. Now, the problem, these are the people holding the youth back. They don't use religion, hold the youth back from progress. Now, the likes of these people, Jeremiah and co, they have used religion to hold the youth back. The government needs to start regulating all this miracle where they come online. That's why I like OBJ. I remember when Obasanjo did it to Pastor Chris. Government needs to regulate the way these lie pastors come online to do things in order to win members to their church. All this one now, false advertising. Because if they tell you now to go and do it in a hospital, you cannot do it. Now let Nigeria get the highest church. Now we pray pass. Now we prepare. But when herdsmen they attack, none of them see them. They buy people for Jos, they buy people for Benue, they buy people for Bayelsa, they buy people for Enugu, they buy people for Edo State. No pastor. I can't go there, go to in the mighty name of Jesus, all the herdsmen, confusion. You will never attack. Yaba. Make all the herdsmen confused. You cannot pray, say, okay, yes, make peace happen. Make people know that they are attacked. You people never see any of those things. When I don't even remember to talk. They don't wait for a perfect time to drop one testimony online. They'll do their abracadabra with their actress and their actors. For what reason? To get tithe and offering. I can bet my life. Maybe they carry Prophet Jeremiah go somewhere. Maybe they carry go hospital. You don't even need to heal much. Just do like 5. Now so you see, I say if no be say Nigeria not be better country. Miracle water where you say I can't go give cripple. I be physically disabled. Sorry for calling people crippled. They say it offends them. Physically challenged. Up till now, they are still physically challenged. Nothing, you know work. NAFTA go. I don't even know how the matter take end. Because NAFTA now, I don't even trust them. It's possible to say they get the agreement. Broom. Because normally, NAFTA supposed shut down that place. Where they sell that fake water. But nothing. Welcome to Nigeria. But again, these are the people holding the youth back with all these lies. We have come to advance. I said, go China. They don't they pray. Country, they grow. The youths are coming up with different ideas because the government encouraged them to go and study. The government encouraged them to use their hands. But in Africa, no. Pray in the mighty name of Jesus. This year is a year for miracles. This year is a year for grace. That's all they get. I'm not saying miracles don't happen. Miracles, they happen. But not be the way where all these guys may repent. And all these people are thieves. Most of these people you see doing all these things, they be thieves. They just want to get money out of you. And by the grace of God, we go try and liberate you. Now, thank God we are in the era of social media. So the message, they go fast. The youth need to be liberated. Not just from Christianity, but from Islam. Because a lot of these imams now, they've been able to manipulate the Quran and use it to raise a lot of people committing atrocities in Nigeria today. Pastors, they scam. Imams said they scam. All of them now. Jesus Christ walked on a donkey just once. Nigerian pastors carry 5-6 private jets. They even do competition. Who go build the biggest church now? I bet my life, if all of us buy now, I first like 5 top pastors enter heaven. It showed me time. I won't be saying the youth need to open their eyes. But we will continue talking so that we will feel liberate the young ones. And even when we don't leave this earth, our videos go there online. Where the newer generation will see, say, oh, legendary, because that our name go down the legendary book. Just like Fela. You understand? You know, say Fela sing, Pastor na enjoyment, Imam de para na 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 na, Imam said they enjoy, na na na, Popo said they enjoy. He talk am now, he don't lie. So we said they drop our message now, so that when we leave Earth, people will be so want liberate, at least small, we will raise what we need to raise. But you people need to be liberated from these thieves. Walk, use your hand to walk, don't wait for any miracle. If you wait, you're gonna learn, and you will learn the hard way. Don't play.
Talk about INEC reform. How many? The ones where Sabi say, my father said I should tell you. None of them with their father don't tell them to talk about INEC reform. The ones where Sabi say, this week we shall be blessed. This week the Lord will go with you. None of them feel come outside talk about INEC reform. Because they know if country better, then go lose customers. Big time. They know say 99.9% of our problem lies in the hand of the government. So if government do fine, people go leave their church. You know say if they talk say church in a business, some of us know they agree. Ask yourself, why are they not talking? Everybody they mind their business. Place where they take the job. Make them spoil them by themselves. You know go work. I challenge all of them to talk about INEC reform, not just to talk about it. Let them act towards it to ensure say this INEC reform come to pass. Apostle Joshua Selman, Jerry Eze, Michael Oropo, Pastor Shola of Household of David, Paul Adefarase, Kinsilo Konkwo, David Ogbueli, Johnson Suleiman, Chris Oyakilome, the same Paul Eneche wey invite that old man, wey can't tell us how he take marry when he did university, based on say everywhere still rosy that time. Made that same Paul Eneche mount pressure on top INEC reform if he sure for her. Shena Adeboye won't call. Abino Oyedepo, Abina the one wey dey Port Harcourt, David Ibiomi. Person wey talk say Jesus Christ no like poor people. Oya na me put mouth where they reform INEC so that poor people no go dey society again. All of them are jokers. Ebuka Obi talk about INEC reform if e sure for you. Anyway, I'm not surprised if you follow the footstep of your mentor, Father Mbaka. People wey don say their conscience over temporary things. Things of this world when they preach against, now na they do. Yeshua go just dey where he dey, they shame for una. Elohim, they cover him face for una behalf. Shameless people. As the things wey go benefit the poor masses no dey ever enter una mind and be your.
They thought say Nigeria they like to work hard. Say their family is getting money cheap. I beg, not gonna ask this one way ahead, no way ahead of the work. Say which of him and his children, which kind hard way they don't work for Nigeria for the money where they don't thief everywhere. For all the property they don't get, which kind work him and his children they work for Nigeria. Not gonna answer that question. So the people, you know what this one means? The people where they suffer for Nigeria just to shop, they never suffer rich. Make them suffer well before they go see for shop. And this was the outside country where in the carry children they go. We suffer where the citizens they suffer for them before they make better money to live their life. You see this country people they die for hunger, they struggle to see 2 square meal shop in a day. You see, open your mouth, say they say Nigerian youth they are not hard, they are not good to. They are not used to hard working. They like cheap money. Nigeria where they die to survive. Then somebody call they talk down on us. You know go better for this Iboma. You know go better for this Iboma. You know go better for her. You know go better for you. You don't want to pay the thief money because the system bad. They live on her. The thief money carry your children go country way better. Now they call the Christian Nigeria youth. Then they come out and they carry your smelling mouth. They shot Nigeria youth. So we like cheap money. The suffer they die for road, they kidnap for suffer they suffer they join. You know to you. The money where they thief everywhere. So which work they work? More than answer. Only you not get billions. Which companies you get? How you take get the companies? Make us explain. Your children where they live life large. Which work your children they work? Your children know what to be work.
All right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. It's good to be back here again today. Happy New Month to every one of you right there. Now, wow. Today na 1st of June, 2025. All of us are getting old. Time is running so fast. I appreciate you all, my people. Mother of all mommy diaspora, good evening to you, Bobby. Thank you very much for all that you do. I appreciate you always, and I love you so much. Happy New Month to you. Happy New Month to every one of you right there. Prince Aka, Timi Dibe, thank you, my people. Emmanuel Shooks, thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Sabofo Konrai, thank you. Good evening to you all. Kingston Gerahi, thank you. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, thank you very much. Happy New Month to you all. Prince Alabo, thank you very much. Good evening to you. Happy New Month to you as well. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Tombra, I can see you. Mr. Alex, I can see you already, my brother. You know, thank you. This is why you could join us today. I know say this panel you want now scatter, you want scatter them. Mother Peggy Modi, thank you very much. Good evening to you, ma. Thank you. Happy New Month to you, sir. Osamudi Ahmed, thank you so much. Happy New Month to you. Thank you, my people. Abu Azi, my lovely brother, thank you very much. Good evening to you. Thanks for all that you do, and happy New Month to you. Yes, my first super chat of this month coming from Osamudi Ahmed Okosu. May this super chat give me more blessings, more every good things of life in the mighty name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. I want to let you know that I love it and I'm very, very grateful. And I hope others will follow up, you know, and do the same. Click on the dollar sign, encourage us, press on the like button and help us to share. I still have one particular short video that I need to play, but I need to interpret that video before playing it. But I'd like to appreciate those of you that are still there. My brother Abe Johnny, thank you very much. Ambassador Magnus, I can see right there. Thank you very much. Orimi Abdul, God bless you all, my wonderful people. Thank you. Girl met there. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Jeko Obedient. See, Jeko Obedient. Oh, I don't miss my family tire. Jeko Obedient, where have you been? After 78 years, Jeko Obedient don't join us today. Hi, God, oh, see my people. Good evening to you. It's good to have you back. Thank you so much. Now leave me for street, oh, not be so. Elliot, oh no, thank you very much. Good evening to you. Nobleman, I can see you. Michael and Amaro, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Patricia, not my dear sister, I can see you. God bless you, all my people. El Annie, I can see you right there. Oyin Tombra, thank you very much. God bless you all. Wabo Felix in the building. It's been a while as well. Wabo Felix, it's good to hear from you. Then we have more people right there. Mike Akyonbare, thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate you, Mother Patricia Takwujumi in the building. Thank you very much, man. Thanks for all that you do. I appreciate you all. Arinze Chukuma, I can see right there. Thank you. I'm going to verbally appreciate everybody, no matter how plenty day I go do on today. Lucy Eno, thank you very much. God bless you. Good evening, good evening, good evening to you all. Black Panther, my dear brother, I can see right there. Good evening to you, and thank you very much for all that you do. Thank you very much, my people. Debsy, I can see you. God bless you. Happy New Month to you. Happy New Month to you all, my people. Thank you so much. In case you are super chatting me, just put it Happy New Month. Make I appreciate them. In case you want to super chat me, but if you can't super chat, just put it there. Happy New Month to me. Thank you very much, everyone. Chukwuka Agubama. I hope I pronounced your name properly. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Good evening to you, James Mark. I can see you right there. God bless you. Thank you, my good people. Then we have more people right there. I'm not plenty today. I'll holla everybody. Peter Aifi, thank you. Timmy DB, thank you. God bless you. Rita, I can see you. Good evening to you. Oses Moore, thank you very much. Everest Kelobo, thank you very much. Good evening to you. Omashola, see Omashola, you just live for 78 years, you're complete today when you don't join this panel, when you don't join this broadcast, where you did since, my brother. Good to hear from you. Thank you very much, my people. That is it right now. We need to move on right now. I appreciate you. I appreciate every one of you. Now, God bless you now. Thank you. Some of them, of course, thank you once again for the super chat. Oh, okay, I got another super chat from Peter Ifi. Thank you so much. Now, God bless you. I'm very, 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 very grateful. If I say Bere, you still leave me for streets. See my people, where are they come out from? If I say Bere, don't tell 78 years now, we never hear from you. It's good to hear from you. Happy New Month to you. God bless you. Thank you very much, my wonderful people. As you can see right there on the screen, Afenifere, don't tell Tinubu, say, you failed woefully. You failed. You don't deserve second term. You don't. You failed. But see when the blesser may become president, I make people that picture over there. So I like people who go support you. They'll still come and come and say you failed. I like that. Me, I support Obaseki second term. I still call him out. So I believe that's what Afenifere is doing now. Afenifere supported Tinubu 100%, and they still come out to say no. Although not all Afenifere, no, they are divided. Not all are what do they call them? This body of Afenifere with this screen. So they supported Tinubu, and they're also calling him out. I like that. But meanwhile, oh yeah, I got another super chat from Jeko Obedient. Thank you very much, Jeko Obedient. I don't miss you, Taya. I see now. I see you don't buy me better wine now. Now you say, my people don't come. Happy New Month, Mr. Nigeria World. Thank you so much for your dedication and commitment to see Nigeria work. Remain blessed. Yes, you remain blessed too. It's good to hear from you. I'm grateful. Peggy Modi, thank you very much, man. I'm very, very grateful. See, my new month, God, I mean, they celebrate this new month, so let's how God. So I suppose they drink, this kind of thing, I suppose get better 3310. I'll go your day here now, or the CPAM. Thank you very much, Peggy Modi. I'm grateful. God bless you. Thank you very much, my people. Patty Solomon, thank you very much. Well, let me do my broadcast now. Good evening to you. Happy Sunday to you as well. God bless you. Happy New Month to you. I appreciate you all. And God bless you now. In fact, make I play this music small. May I play my just to celebrate this month and make I still appreciate my people. Thank you very much, my people. Now God bless you. Now I'm very, 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 very grateful. Then my brother, the progressive MG, Mr. Akin. Thank you, my brother, for always being there. I've talked about before, Mr. Akin, and one person, he joined the panel once in a while, especially when we started supporting Peter Obi. He's not a supporter of Peter Obi. So he was very, very frequent here. But since we started supporting Peter Obi, he's now watching us from afar. But he watched me every single day. And he's very, very supportive outside the broadcast. Very, very supportive. I want to say thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate you always, my brother Akin. But you need to come put your mouth for what they affect us for Nigeria. So you need to come put your mouth. We are not talking about Peter Obi here now. Come put your mouth at the state of the nation. The country is currently bala blue. Tinubu will you support, though bala blue everywhere the other country. Though you say you don't support anybody, but still come and talk to us. What is your take on this? Not say Afenifere now, they are very straightforward. They supported Tinubu and they are also calling him out. I like people like this. I supported Obaseki and I called him out throughout his second term. I like that. That's how it should be. I can support you tomorrow, Mr. Akim, and you do anything wrong, I will call you out. The way you supported me now, if you know I do anything wrong tomorrow, anybody that have supported me today, call me out. That's the only way we can have a better Nigeria. Not say, oh, Mr. Nigeria was not my person now. No, no, you're tough for this matter. I do something wrong that I say, we are not tough for the matter. You are not my friend. To be honest, you are not my friend. So now so it's supposed to be. I appreciate you all, my people. Now God bless you. Now. Thank you so much for all that you do, everyone right there. But meanwhile, my last video that I have for you guys is that Oji Bole, Ole, Oluburuku, James Ibori, where he thief, go prison for London. Now some satanic set of what they call them, data people, they celebrate as they speak. They even use the word say, "Naim be their helper." My helper, oh, another music. My helper, oh, my helper. There is raising or there is whatever that make me come to you, blah, blah, blah. In fact, I'm not going to watch this one by myself. Oji Bole, now that they celebrate, so Ole, a public criminal, Tifi Jan Koriko, ex-convicts, they are celebrating. They say it's not their helper. There is something that makes them coming to him. Oji Bole, Ole. Do you, in fact, in your own language or the comment section, make una call him Oji Bole, but in your language. We don't need interpretation. For Bini, put time for comment section. For Yoruba, put on for comment section. For Igbo, put on for comment section. Call am James Ibori, only Buruku. And they call my helper. Make una watch the video.
You are my helper. You are my helper.
Ojibole. People are right down. I might put that for screen. Ojibole, ex-convict. He go prison for Tifi Jankoriko. Is not their helper. They are now publicly celebrating this Ojibole. It's sad. Very, very sad. You are my Oh, my people, now so we see them all. We are a big trouble for this country. I'm telling you all, big trouble. The rate we celebrate the people that have impoverished us in our country is crazy. It's shocking. Realistically, it's shocking. The people that have impoverished us, the people that have stole our commonwealth, the people that have stole our resources, the way we celebrate them is shocking. I'm telling you. Tio Shomole, Tifi, Jankoriko, he ruled those days for 8 years, he come out. Nobody probe him. He's now the senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Tio Obaseki, he ruled those days, Tifi, Jankoriko, he come out. Nobody probe him. They don't probe themselves. Tio Babolo, Tifi, Jankoriko, now and in advance, he go still rule, he go come out. Si Buhari, Tifi Jankoriko, he ruled for 8 years, he come out. Obasanjo, Tifi Jankoriko, he ruled for 8 years, he come out. Jonathan, Tifi Jankoriko, he ruled for 5 years or 4 years, anyhow it rule, he come out. It's crazy. It's crazy. This just few, why I mentioned their name, so few. Alice Maduke go come Nigeria tomorrow now. They'll still celebrate and say my helper. Everybody just fighting for their pockets. It's very sad. If I have to let you know how many politicians that want to meet with me in person, do you know why I'm escaping it? I don't have anything against those ones that we talk, but I will always call you out. But do you know why I'm running away from meeting in person? I don't want to take picture that will circulate the media tomorrow. They'll now say, oh, maybe another thing I go meet you for. They'll say, oh, Niger wash. You go meet with so. This Edo State just concluded a governorship election. Two of the major candidates, they wanted to meet with me. I declined. One of them wanted to meet with me in Lagos. I declined. Evis, how far now? Oh, you did Lagos. Okay, make we meet. We'll meet for so place. Okay, yes, sir. Okay, how long you there for, sir? Okay, I'm coming, sir. Now we all do so. If everybody wanted to embrace selfishness for all our own selfish interest, we don't see people they talk like this the way they talk. This is the reason why till tomorrow we cannot find a platform like Niger Wash. Anybody? Do you know any platform that is consistent like us? Please mention one. Maybe I may never know. Tell us. You know why they cannot do it? Because many of them are working for these satanic people. Many of them are working for these satanic people. Yeah, Lucky Benedion, Tiffy, he comments. I personally went to Lucky Benedion house in Abuja, go record them. I went there by myself. Show now, waiting they use our words to do for Abuja. I went there to vlog myself. There was part 1, part 2. Then Nigeria was platform. Till today it's there. We have a long way to go. I appreciate you all, my people. For those of you that want to join us, please join the panel now. I have Mr. Alex with me. I'm good to go. When you just finish talking, if nobody is with us, then I end the show. The article on the screen, I'm not going to read it, but let me just take 1 or 2 paragraphs. Afenifere to Tinubu, you failed Nigerians woefully, from Vanguard. The Pan-Yoruba social political organization Afenifere Sunday lamented that President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope has turned into a nightmare for Nigeria. Afenifere, in a statement by its leader and National Publicity Secretary Oba Oladipo Olaita and Justice Faloye, said the midterm report of the Tinubu administration has shown that every human development and socio-political index has regressed. I don't want to take it further than that. It's very, very sad. That's all we'll see. I appreciate you all, my people. If anybody's calling in right now, I'm waiting for your call. Just call in right now. Let's do this. It's Sunday. Normally, I know they like to spend time here. Then Mr. Jonathan, they dragged me yesterday. I like him. You know, a few of them came into the panel yesterday. Yes, it was a wonderful submissions from them. I don't mind waiting for those submissions to be landed. But if I have my way, I would like to finish broadcast very, very early on Saturday and Sunday. Only Monday to Friday, and basketballs, I don't mind. My people, now God, I go bless every one of you right there. Every one of you on the comment section, I appreciate you all, my people. Pius Moye, Divine Cross, Jeko Obedient, and many, many, many more. God's grace, Arinze, Shukuma, and many, many more. And God will bless you now, my people. I have Black Panther on the phone already. Black Panther, my brother, it's good to call in, and it's good to hear from you. Talk to us. Good evening to you.
Hello, Nigeria. Good afternoon, good morning to everyone.
Thank you, my brother.
Good afternoon, good morning to the crews on board, on the set. I want to say one thing. The Fulani man that was speaking that they took to Kuje prison is a pretender. Nobody should listen to him. Just look, if you want to just enjoy yourself, just take the popcorn as you speak, let it go through your neck, the other ear, and trash it into the trash can, because these are people that destroy Nigeria. Everything that Agbado is doing today was as a result of Buhari. And what the Buhari said, he said Agbado Tinubu is doing the best, is the best. So what is he trying to tell us? Why is he saying that religion and tribalism is not a problem? Why is he saying that Muslim is not a problem? Why is he not saying we should get a new constitution? Why is he not saying we should get a new electoral law? Why is he not saying all this? These are the people that have been set up to pretend and face the Nigerian people and start lying. He's a liar. Holy Jankurikuri. That's what he is. Then I'll move to Iburi. Iburi is a truth now. He better go, and because he cannot fight for anything again in his life in Nigeria. He can only be at the background where they'll be giving him money. But for him to come out to become a senator of the Federal Republic, that would be a laughing stock, because he's a convicted fellow, both home and abroad. And Nigeria, there are two ways out of this issue that we're having now. It's either they convey the convergence of all the tribes in Nigeria so that we can talk on how we are going to have a sovereign nation, because we don't have a sovereign nation now. Nigeria is not a country. Two, or they allow the military to take over and rearrange the system, let them rule for 30 years before they can give civilian power back. Let them restructure the country to a fullness whereby if you thief government property, you will be hanged. If you are an accomplice, you will go to life imprisonment. If you speak tribe, 40 years imprisonment. If you do nepotism, 40 years imprisonment. Let the military come and put that law so that when they hand over, we know we are on a strong structure. For now, all the politicians are only Jakurikuri. We should rot in hell. I don't care. Thank you, Nigeria Watch.
God bless you, my brother. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you very much, my people. I'm just going to move straight to the panel with the only person on the panel right now, which is Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex, by the way, where have you been? 78 years, I'll never hear from you. Ologo Maki and Loko Abasha. Where have you been, my lovely brother?
Yeah, Mr. Elvis, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Good evening to you.
Yes, I've been on a political wandering, I've been a political wanderer. Geographically, I've been engaging in a soul-searching activities to feed my family. So I've been around. Sometimes I do watch.
They say Ukpebolo don't employ you, and not the commissioner for
I don't
be around me or something like that.
I don't cocoon over room with nitwits, illiterates, and people who have no political ideologies or conscience. I stand in totality in condemnation with what is going on in Edo State. It's a continuation of the criminality. They are all the same, Mr. Elvis. I will never be APC. I will never be PDP. In fact, I have renounced my labor support. For now, I don't want anybody to believe in the electoral process. So, Mr. Elvis, in a nutshell, I've been around. So, are you allowing me to just continue my verbosity, or should I hold on? Is this just
Valeya? Just go ahead. Thank you, my brother.
Okay, Mr. Elvis. Babana, just now I greet you for the work you're doing. I want to thank you. And I thank Mommy Diaspora. I greet viewers worldwide. You know, for me, I will not believe again. I will never believe again in elections in Nigeria. Even if you bring an angel from heaven, I will not believe again. Never. I will not cocoon again. I will not succumb again. In fact, 2027 is heavily laden with the political and democratic Talitoba. I mean, a stillborn. I foresee crisis. Maybe I'm wrong, because with the hunger in the land, Mr. I don't mean to be like a Dasika or like Luster. I don't mean to be nonchalant in my pontifications, my assertions, and dumbrations, and vibragogical colloquy. There is no government in Nigeria. There's no government. Let's not deceive ourselves. There's no government. From the north to the west, to the east, to the south, the Amino Kano Kala towers are impoverished. You know, the hoi polloi of the Oduduwa Republic are being massacred. And the government is talking about elections instead of governance. So there is no country. With due respect to the obedient people, I have already withdrawn my support for anybody. I'm not part of that bandwagon anymore. And it's my personal opinion, and I reserve it. So don't participate in elections. It's a lie. It's a fraud. It's a scam. It won't work. Let's call for a referendum, a division of the country. So I'm not here to sugarcoat or to be a political disciple, a democratic or geographical disciple of any kamikaze. No, nobody pays my bills. Nobody knows how I survive. So I have my rights. Even if you pay my bills, I still have my rights to my opinions. So Mr. Heavy is, he's going to be a massive crankle. There is going to be a problem. There's a problem already. So you cannot see, like I said some years ago on this platform, that the people responsible for insecurity are the ones pretending to be fighting insecurity in Nigeria. You cannot see, it is not clear like the biblical mene tekel see. It is visible to the blind, audible to the deaf just now, that nobody is fighting any insecurity in Nigeria, from the governors to the senator to the presidency. They are all a bunch of clowns trying to, collect money, borrow money and share it. You see, right now they want to borrow another $21 billion. These are facts. We don't just talk. These are facts. So since they want the worst of us to continue to rule amongst us, we have to put up a resistance. And my own way of putting up a resistance is to let people know that for me, I'm saying a political working way to the political terrain of Nigeria. I'm not going to be involved in any elections anymore. Either in Edo State, in Nigeria, anywhere around the country. I will not endorse it. I condemn the entity called Nigeria. I condemn it. We are not one. It's a fraud. It's a continuation of criminal, gang ruling as governors, as senators, even the opportunists, the so-called obedient movement, who came as like a thief in the night under the obedient movement to go into the hollow chambers. It is all proven over time in our political laboratory. And these guys are also part and parcel of the bandwagon of criminals. So I leave them to nature. I leave them to karma. I leave them to their generational judgments, seeing what they've subjected innocent citizens whose only crime is to be born in a geographical land, present-day Nigeria. Mr. Evis, my great-grandfather to the fourth generation did not see Nigeria. They saw a great Benin kingdom where the king was really king, where justice was served, where development was wonderful, where the Portuguese came in through the present-day Gele seaport, and they were marveled at the development they saw. They had to go and inform the British, who came out of envy and jealousy, carried out the 1897 invasion, stole our artifacts that they are trying to return today. So if this is what they call democracy, for me, I say cabo to rejetamenta. I will not be part of it again. I will never ever talk elections. I will only talk condemnations and profess solutions. So the only solution now is to condemn elections under this system, under this arrangement. It's a scam. Don't allow any coalition nonsense deceive you. We've been hearing of these things. A coalition was what removed Goodluck Jonathan. They promised to make Nigeria flow with fuel, petrol at 15 naira. It will be flowing like river. A coalition is what removed Jonathan. They promised that Nigeria will have electricity in less than 2 years. They promised that they will secure the country. They promised that they will restructure. But today, Mr. Evans, it's the same coalition they want to form again. That coalition happened in 2015. They took over power. 2016. It's 2025. Now another coalition is coming. Even if you put my father, my beloved father, to be the leader of that coalition, I say cabo to the determenta. I will not be part of it. I will never be part of it. I say, and I tell everybody, don't be deceived. Don't be bamboozled. Don't be embellished with their sweet words. It happened in 2023. It happened in 2015. For me, they're all the same. The people that claim they wanted to save Nigeria from good luck, they're all in power. They've all been in power since 2015. Nigeria is sinking. Dollar is close to 2,000 naira to $1. I told you guys that if Tinubu come to power in 8 years, dollar to naira will be 5,000 naira. They said we were mad. We predicted that Nigeria would be closer to Somalia in insecurity. They said we were mad. So I'm saying everybody, I'm not a doctor. I cannot prescribe medicine. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not sound when it comes to law, but I'm a political scientist. When we talk about politics, when we predict for you about history and international relations, listen to us. So most is happening in spite of your, philosophy about me. I'm bored, I'm not bored, but everything I said are coming to pass. And I'm not working for anybody. I'm working for my conscience. I'm working for the humanity. I'm working for the good of the land, doing the work of the Lord. So I totally condemn the government of Edo State because for me, I don't, I do not see how you will rig elections and expect to have a legitimacy. Yeah, you are beating flyover. Fine, I approve it. I'm grateful to you, but with what I'm still saying, you've not addressed the Waterstone project. You've not addressed the past government. You've not addressed, the accountability, the borrowing spree under the previous government. A state where a governor will rule and will just be on the run and not come out to challenge the present government. So, Mr. Elvis, it's just a total political cacophony, political confusion going on, political hullabaloo. So I don't want to wrap my head over that. I'm wrapping my head over the future of the unborn generations called Nigeria. I don't see a future in this country. I don't see if all I hear about in Nigeria right now is Natasha, I didn't sleep with you, I slept with you, you slept with me, Akpabio is being corrupt, they're borrowing money, David Umahi will come out and lie, trillions of naira for Coastal Road when there is insecurity. You are building roads and people are being murdered. There are thousands and thousands. And you are talking about elections and defections and infections, and professions. I don't understand how these guys think. And they go abroad. They see civilization. They see bridges. They see highways. They see schools. They see medical center. They see agriculture. They see policing. They see security. They see transportation. They see the trains, the trams. They see the underground subway. They see how it is to have climate change activities oriented. They see these things. And when we talk, they say we are charlatans, that we are sycophants, that we are being paid, we are being bought. So, guys, there is no election in Nigeria. It's a scam. Your PVC will not work. According to Nnamdi Kanu, one political prisoner that is heard just now. Right now, as we speak, the guy, everything he said came to pass. He told us in 2019 that your PVC will not count. INEC today has refused to explain to us the glitches that happened in 2023 presidential elections. And we want to still continue. I know there are reforms, projected for the electoral process. It will not work. Nigeria has been kidnapped by a set of mafias who have no conscience. A country where people will be killed and the president will not pay condolence visits, will not declare a national day of mourning, nothing, and you expect development. A country where young people are living in mass, in thousands, if not in millions, traveling by sea, by land, by air, and the senators and the House of Rep members are just quiet about it. They are just quiet, like nothing is happening. The governors are just going like nothing happened. And governors come out to even tell you nothing happened. So, Mr. Elvis, I will not be part of elections again in Nigeria for now. Maybe in the future, if the country splits into different countries, if the projections of Domingo Duku come to pass, fine. If our royal house and our Benin intellectuals are brave enough to present their demands to the international body that will need our own states, like our own country, like the Benin Kingdom, because we cannot live in a nation where you cannot go out to do business. You can't travel from point A to point B without being kidnapped. We can't live in a country where raise our children in a country where kidnappers are roaming the streets. We can't do that. We are not animals. In 2025, we are still discussing kidnapping. Kidnappers are parading themselves online, sampling the money they collected, and governors and senators and DSS are after Yahoo boys. So, Mr. Elvis, don't deceive yourself. Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't do elections with them again. Don't waste your time. I know you're a man of integrity. Thank you for rejecting those offers in the past elections. I've always known you. I know you are not perfect. My brother, you are near perfect. You've been our political, when you say, continue on that line, my brother. So I would like to tell the general audience, there is no elections. It's a scam. One Nigeria is a fraud. They are coming to make naira 3,000 to 4,000 naira to $1. They are coming to, in fact, the insecurity is going to escalate if they come in power in 2027. It's going to be worse. They will not have elections. It's going to be an announcement of results. It's going to be more bloody. Wike is in Federal Capital Territory. It's going to help them do the dirty job in some southern states. The guy is there. According to one American president, he called somebody the mad dog of the Middle East. I will call him the mad dog of Rivers State. He's there in Abuja. So what kind of elections are you expecting? The people fighting against justice in Edo State, fighting against the election tribunal of Edo State, and you expect justice from them? When Ganduje is still the APC chairman, was caught on camera putting dollars in his Babariga, When Oshomole is still there, and Tinubu is still there, and the chairman, Professor Mahmoud is still there. Guys, let's stop fooling ourselves. Let's come out en masse and demand for a referendum. It's not by force to be in a country where things are not working. So as usual, Mr. Elvis, this is my humble logomaki, and my logomaki, I leave it here with our logo apacha. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. Go ahead.
Thank you, my lovely brother. I appreciate you. It's good to really hear your submission and to have you on the show today. God bless you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all right there. Yes, we have Mr. Jonathan just coming in. If not, for that they ring the bell by now. But Mr. Jonathan, it's good to have you on the show. Guys, press on the like, help us to share, press on the $sign. Today is Happy New Month. Happy New Month to every one of you. And do your part and help us to share. Okay, Mr. Jonathan, talk to us, sir. God bless you. Good evening to you.
Okay, Mr. Harris, I greet you. God bless you. God bless you. Happy Sunday. And I greet all the commenters. First of all, Mr. Alex, I greet you. It's been a while. God bless you. And Mommy Diaspora, I greet you once again. God bless you greatly. And all the commenters, all the callers, I greet everyone. Welcome. Yeah, well spoken, Mr. Alex. You know, one cannot but just, listen to your submission. You know, there is no Nigeria is a country of mediocrity. It's a country of mediocrity where mediocres and non-performers are celebrated. Excellence is oppressed and buried. You only see mediocres and mediocrity and non-performers being celebrated roundabout on a daily basis. That is why you can see the likes of James Ibori being celebrated, as a star, as a political star amongst his own people. I cannot but, reference Madam Brita's, point that there is no standard in Nigeria. There is no standard. That is a testament to that there is no standard in Nigeria, where a looter and a convicted felon is being celebrated in grand style, perhaps setting the stage for him to return to politics, most likely as a senator. Can you just imagine that? Obviously, there is no standard in Nigeria, and it is shameful. It is so shameful. And the people that gather themselves together in that room, all of them combined together, almost all of them, they are not in good state. I mean, economically, socially, and they know it. But rather, they are romancing him just for their own selfish ends. And because there is no standard, they will succeed at the end of the day in getting so many people, so many unenlightened people, so many uneducated people, so many uninformed people on their side. That is the state of Nigeria. So the country is going, is an understatement to say that the country is moving forward. It is an understatement. The country is going nowhere. And with respect to Shehu Usman, the Fulani man that spoke, I was listening to him for almost half hour or so. He was, saying all those things. What is worse? What is worse? Apart from the fact that he succeeded, as at least to the people, he succeeded in gaslighting the people, at least the people that are listening to him, his listeners. He gaslighted them. But what is worse is the fact that everything he said is, all came from a hypocrite, a man who is a standard hypocrite. Again, because Nigeria has no standard, because people are not well informed, when you listen to him on the surface, it will appear as if this is a good man. This is a man with good intention. As I was listening to him, I was furious. I was just furious. Because he was highlighting every problem in Nigeria. And he put everything, all the blame, on this present administration. If you want to be true to yourself, you will start, at least at the minimum, from Buhari. Yes, this administration has failed woefully. What you will call a colossal failure is what Nigeria is experiencing from this administration. But from this man who participated in the last administration, who was a beneficiary of that administration, is now coming out to tell Nigerians that insecurity, because I listened to him and I'm trying to see where maybe he will make that U-turn and he will articulate himself where he will connect it to the last administration. He just couldn't. He just couldn't. They are power grabbers. All they want is just to grab power. That is why, when they are talking, I alluded to, I agree with the last speaker, Mr. Alex, when they are talking about this coalition. It's just fake. Just call it what it is. It's just fake. It's just all it's an attempt to grab power. And for them to do that, they have to paint everything paint everything in a way and in a manner that every problem that Nigeria is facing today, every single one of them, to the degree that we have it now, they all started from this administration. Yes, this administration has failed woefully. Continue to do so. But we know where it came from. And we know your position during the previous administration. You never, even when you get out of that administration, you never said anything like this. That is the problem with all the people that are championing this coalition right now. If you take Mr. Peter Obi out of them, every single one of them, every single one of them, is it Rotimi Amechi you want to talk about? The man who had the opportunity as Minister of Transportation of the Federal Republic could not do anything within his own region, but he succeeded in building a rail from the southeast down to Niger. Spent borrowed money from China to execute that project. What is that project giving Nigeria today in terms of value?
Mr. Jonathan, will you allow me 1 minute into your time? Let me just say something to you, because I'm not a man of pride. I want to apologize to you again, because some things you were saying during the last elections, it began to play out in my head over the months. I'm not a corrupt and a biased person. Maybe I was too emotional and carried away. Some things you were saying, some of them are playing out again. Some things you were saying were actually right about some, should I say, some parts of the movement we were championing. Yeah, it's playing out again. It's playing out again before our very eyes. So for me, we had a social media verbagogical WrestleMania on this platform, back and forth, that is, arguing, back and forth on our stance before the elections. So, Mr. Jonathan, whether the state elections in Edo State or the presidential elections, I had my stand. I defended what I thought I believed. But I think like blind Bartimaeus, I can see now clearly. And I say my sincere apology. And I will leave it there. Maybe I will explain further when I have time.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Alex. Yeah, because as I always say, for Nigeria, I think what we can all do going forward is to preempt them. we must not only be reactive, because what we have done collectively, all of us, is that we do more of reacting to their every move 95% of the time. And the remaining 5% is when we try to get, to preempt them. But it should be the other way around. Because they are not smarter than all of us collectively. They are not. In fact, they are all clueless. The worst of us leading us. Because when you look down and you see what is there, you can easily preempt these people. Ibori now being celebrated. You and I, we don't need a soothsayer what the grand plan is all about. They are preparing him to come out, most likely, as a senator from that state. And just as you said, there will be no election, that any form of election, it will just be a fake one. You will be surprised. He will come out. He will come out as a senator from that state. If a man who did not even bought the form who end up being the Senate president today, then I think for Ibori it will just be a run over, honestly speaking, because there is no standard in that country. Absolutely no standard. And going back to this man, these are the people again that we need to call out. The lies of this Usman, Shehu Usman, the lies of Rotimi Amechi, the likes of El-Rufai, all these people, these are not the people. If anything at all, the way they should start, the way all of them should start is, first of all, to come out and say they have been part of the problem of Nigeria in the past. Because we are all human. We are not perfect. We make mistakes. At least if you want to be genuine, they just want to rub it on Nigeria and say, let's just come out, let's just say what they like to hear. Once we say those things, those vibes, just hit the correct buttons, say all those things that they need to hear. The way this Usman, he's a professor. He's a professor. He headed one of the agency. I can't recollect that agency during Buhari. And then he was fired. The reason why he was arrested just some few months back. He's only out on bail. And all these people, all of them, all they just do right now.
If he's out on bail, how did he have the mind to still speak against Tinubu when he know that it's Tinubu that is dealing with him?
It's out on bail. It's a specific case that if you want to deal with him on that specific case. Because you can't rope another new one. If they have the opportunity, they will rope another one.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The way he's speaking now, they might roll in another one.
That is the audacity that these people has, these Fulani people in Nigeria. They will say it and nothing, and not. It's only Tinubu. Tinubu is the one that when it comes to dealing with them, I think he's doing it to some extent. Successfully. And he's picking them. He knows how to pick his fight. That's one thing about him. He knows how to pick his fight, and he also knows when to stop. He knows when to stop. When people cry out, Tinubu will stop. He will stop. When he starts a fight and he sees that Nigeria are already against him, he will just stop. You may not even hear his voice, but he will give the order from the background, and his people will carry it out. That's what he does. So all these people, we don't need to listen to them. They are just hitting the right buttons. They know those things that Nigerians want to hear. Poverty, 20 million children out of schools. And you are the people, you have superintended over this nation. Opportunities have been given to you over and over and over again. You had all failed collectively. You had all failed and you are looking for more opportunities. Are you the only one? Is Nigeria meant for you alone? The likes of El-Rufai, what do you want? You campaigned for Tinubu. You led the team to the UK. You sat there. Tinubu took no question. You are the you are the mouth of Tinubu there. Every question was passed to you. You responded. You defended this man. You campaigned for him vigorously. Normally, what you should do is that you will resign from politics. You will be ashamed of yourself. You will resign. That's what people do in normal society. That's what they do. You will resign. You will go.
I like the fact you said in a normal society.
In a normal society, yes. The only way
Nigeria is not normal.
Nigeria is not normal. The only reason why the likes of El-Rufai, their faces should still be, seen in public is if he's still holding a public position. When he was a governor, yes, fine. Once that tenure runs out or you are defeated in your crooked election, it is over for you. It's over for you. You can't again. It is only in Nigeria. When a president, in any normal society, when a president or a governor contests for an election and he lost, everybody will go with him. All of them. They are all going with, they'll pack their bags. Some of them, that will be the end of their political career. They go back to their normal profession or business or whatever. You will not see their face again. That is the end. Except if somebody from that same party is contesting again and he calls on them. But not in Nigeria. The likes of El-Rufai, what are you telling us? What is it that you want to tell Nigerians today that will have to say we are following you? You are only eating the right buttons, those things that you know that Nigerians would like to hear. That's what we're saying. It's not that you have good intention. You had the opportunity. Opportunities have been given to you. Rotimi Amechi, opportunity has been given to you. You cannot do anything different. You cannot do anything better than what we're facing in Nigeria now. The people that should be in prison, they are the ones that are leading us. Those that should be out there, Nnamdi Kanu is locked up. He is the one that should be free. You people should be in prison. It's not Nnamdi Kanu that should be in prison. It is you people that should be locked up. It should be the other way around. Those that should be locked up are the ones that are locking people up. That is why the likes of Shehu Usman will come out and be running his mouth there, eating the right buttons, gaslighting us. Yes, over 20 million children out of school. Yes, there is poverty across the land. We know that. What did you do? You did not mention Buhari. I was waiting to hear Buhari once in that your speech that you gave. These people are wicked. Even if you manage not to mention Buhari, reference to his administration, just one reference to his administration, you think we're stupid. You just want the fact that we know that Tinubu has failed woefully, he continued to fail Nigeria and Nigerians. You think we don't know the genesis of the problem? You think we don't know those that participated in bringing Nigeria to where Nigeria is today? You think we don't know that you can just come out and push everything on us and say it is Tinubu? The fact that we are against him, the fact that we are condemning him for what he's doing right now does not mean that we are dumb. We know the genesis of the problem. We know those that have participated in bringing Nigeria to where Nigeria is today. You are part of that. El-Rufai is part of that. Amechi is part of that. Are you the only ones in Nigeria? You are failures. You bury your head, your faces. Bury your faces under the sand and get away. And let people come out. You are the people that continue to destroy Nigeria. You are putting yourselves together for coalition. Which coalition? Which mindset? Somebody tell me which idea Rotimi Amechi has, other than coming just to hit the right buttons, to say those things that Nigerians want to hear. When it gets down to it,
How do you want to solve insecurity? You gave us an hint yesterday. You said we just throw money at it. That was what you did when you were governor. Whenever there is an insecurity issue on ground, you will just call the finance minister, please throw money out. And that once money has been thrown out, everything will just cool down. That same mindset is what you still carry. You still want to bring it to government. Who would tell me that El-Rufai, a bigot, from where do you want to start from? How do you want to square that man? A religious bigot. All the videos are there. Thank God for social media. Thank God for this age. To start, see, anybody, if in a society that everything is okay, see, El-Rufai cannot win. He cannot win. Bring anybody out. All you need to do is just to go back, play during your campaign. Just play all his past videos. Just be going around that constituency or that district. Just be telling people everything about him as he said in the past. The man who championed Muslim ticket, El-Rufai, the man who decimated Southern Kaduna, buy people there deliberately, bury them. This same man is not saying he wants to be president or he wants to be the leader of a coalition. What is wrong with you people? For crying out loud. For the fact that we have a country that has no standard. That should just be, Nigeria has no standard. I can't, thank God for that line. No standard of any kind. And they are not, they are just so shameless. Celebrating Ibori. You don't have anything to do. You don't have what to do with your time. You don't. That means that the entire state, there are no other people. If James Ibori, for crying out loud, a convicted felon, both at home and abroad. It is just sad, and it is sickening too, that this is the state that we are in Nigeria today. You know. And for Mr. Tinubu, for Afenifere, see, there's nothing wrong. I think Afenifere has been doing the needful, especially for the last 3-4 years, under the leadership of late Adebanjo. They've been doing the needful. The statement that Tinubu continued to fail and he does not deserve a second term. You know, the baby in the womb knows that, but they're already clamoring for second term. God will help Nigeria if that should happen. If that should happen, only God will save that country. If that should happen, only God will save Nigeria. Mr. Elvis, I will leave it there for now. Thank you very much.
My question, Mr. Jonathan Bisi, before you go,
yeah,
is El-Rufai contesting? I mean, I don't understand. Is it contesting?
No, it's not contesting. You see, none of them is saying they are contesting now. Nobody amongst them is saying that they are contesting now. But you and I know that let's just take the devil, play the devil's advocate, that this coalition, you know, come to fruition. That indeed the coalition happened. And El-Rufai is part of it, Amechi is part of it, Atiku is part of it. What role do you think El-Rufai will play in that combination or in that?
Maybe you want to play Godfather support.
Yes. He will not be Godfather, Mr. Tinubu. I will sit here now and I will only mention 3 positions. He will demand for 3 positions. And see, it will not be outside those 3 positions. 3 positions that El-Rufai will demand for in Nigeria if such thing.
Can I chip in a word on that, on El-Rufai?
No, hold on.
El-Rufai would demand to be the Federal Minister of Finance. El-Rufai would demand to be the federal minister of power, or El-Rufai would demand to lead the economic team of that government, period. It's not going to be outside those three positions. You can mark it today. That's what he's fighting for. That's what he wants to get.
Okay. Let me, I'll note that down. I'll note that down. Mr. Alex, you wanted to quickly say something?
Yes, El-Rufai, Mr. Elvis, if you can remember, he was once called the chief butcher of Kaduna State because millions of lives, hundreds of thousands were lost under him. Churches were burned down. He was the one that claimed to know where the bandits and the terrorists were living. He was the one that was claiming that we should negotiate with them when Kaduna Abuja train was kidnapped. People were being buyed and ransom were paid. The man has been notorious. Rumor had it that when he was going to be nominated as a minister under Tinubu, calls came from Washington because Bishop Cooker, went to the Congress in America to complain that El-Rufai is a sympathizer of the Boko Haram. So the guy has so many questions attached to his name. Thank you.
All right. To be honest, for now, according to the submission of Mr. Jonathan, before I call on Black Panther to talk to us, due to their past antecedents, their satanic past antecedents, normally their face should be out of the surface right now with shame. But I will spark later if only these old people putting themselves together, they're not going to stand behind Peter Obi. If El-Rufai is working hard to stand behind Atiku, Amaechi is working hard to stand behind Atiku, and this is what they are doing, I will be disappointed. They already know that Atiku will not win. But if what they are doing is to stand behind Peter Obi to take power from Tinubu in 2027, I think that should be encouraged. I think that should be encouraged. So for now, I don't know what El-Rufai wants, but I would like us to just wait and see. Thank you very much. Black Panther, please talk to us, sir. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Nigeria Watch, and I want to thank everybody for coming out to speak. I want to thank Mr. Jonathan. You did a good dissection of that Fulani, that commoner that came to speak nonsense to the media. I want to thank you for doing that, because I was expectant for him to divert and make like an amalgamation somewhere where he will not dive into his brother Buhari, but he refused to go there, because if he goes there, he's going to indict himself. I want to thank everybody out there. Mommy Diaspora, may God bless you. I love you so much. God continue to keep you for us. I want to thank the viewers that are listening. Please, as you are listening, also do us a big favor. Press on the like button, and also try as much as possible to go online to also do your own kind of investigation and research work, so that all of us can be well abreast, because the information is power. History is more power. So we can go and research and bring everything, and we'll now see the picture of where they are going to clearly, because history is one of the things they use in postulating what they are going to do to our future. So let all of us sit tight, and let us sit tight. If you could not sit tight on this flight we are embarking on now, a lot of us will fall aside, which has already started already. You see people falling aside, adopting that old regalia of I adopt Tinubu as president, the way they adopted they said to the military leader that died. They all came, they said they're adopting for president. So we are used to all these things. Now I want to say here, you see the man that spoke, that is the little mirage that comes from the Arewa politicking. It's a child it's a child that was born and was elevated by the Arewa clan. It belongs to that Kedah. And the other small man from Kano, the Erufai, is also a beneficiary of the Arewa clan, the beneficiary of the quota system we found ourselves from the south into, where we have to wait for them. We have to wait for the miscreants that are uneducated, that got their professorship through the back door. They've not been able to postulate anything in their life that will make their own motherland elevate to an extent. They've not been able to do that. Professorship is like a chieftain title in Nigeria. We have not been able to read their extract, what made them to have that seat called professor. Because professorship is somebody that is distinct from any other person. Somebody that can think in an excellent way, to postulate things, to write things, to speak to the future with their ideas. But these ones, they got nothing. That is why you say a professor can go to jail for stealing the vote of his people. And I also take it up. You see a professor being an INEC electoral, an umpire, is stealing the vote of the people. So what do we have? So we are going to continue in this format until we all get to that Eldorado where we have to make a shift. I'm making a research now. When I finish my research on it, by next week, I'm going to table all this thing down and let anybody shake the table that what I've spoken is wrong. But what I want to say, my brother that said he doesn't want to go with this political. Yes, you are right, brother. You are very right. I am there with you. But the reason why I have to come back, because the people we have over there, they are very few. We have to come over here to win people to our side. That is why you see the likes of Kanu is in prison. That is why you see the likes of all the strong freedom fighters, they are in prison. But we have to be very smart. We have to draw people from this other side and let them come to the realization that Nigeria is not the country. I've been saying it with wisdom. I know what I'm saying. What I've been saying from onset is where is the valley of just jump into. And I thank you and I welcome you to that valley and to that reality of truth. But one thing I want you to say is that we should follow this thing with wisdom. We are going to follow it with wisdom. We are the one that have been chosen to work this thing out with our brain. We are smart. We are the best of Nigeria out there. We are the best of Nigeria in here, and we are the best of Nigeria out there. We have to be smart to get this thing done. Look at Burkina Faso. They are smart, and look at what they are doing today. So we are smart. Let us do it in the right way. There are two things I've said in the comment section. And these two things, if we don't do it, Nigeria will lead to uprising of armed struggle in Nigeria. Mark this today. Nigeria must mark it. One, if they don't call for the convergence of all tribes in Nigeria. Two, if the military does not come in to take over and set the structure solid for the future, then Nigeria will lead to armed struggle. We cannot fail because that's where we are going to. This election they are going to, the northern clans are not with they are not with, I won't reveal it yet. They are not with the South. So the game that they'll be playing, I have been monitoring game, and I told you all that this president has divided the country into two, North and South. And the entire South, mark my word, the entire South will go and vote for him during the election. Mark my word. This is what's going to happen. They're going to play the card. It's not going to be a tribal card. It's not going to be a card of the South versus the North. And that is going to be an eruption, a dimension that we've never seen before. There's one thing that is happening. One thing is happening, but I'll let the cat out of the dog when I do my submission this week. Nigeria Watch, we are doing a great job, fantastic job, because this is an avenue whereby we can all do. I don't sleep. I'm troubled because this is where I was born. This is where I was born. I need to dig it. I need to have a sleepless night, irrespective of what I'm doing. I need to have a sleepless night so that to make this thing work for us all. We have to get it right. If we don't get it right, as I say, if we don't get it right, we can split peacefully. But this is not going to be peaceful. If these two criteria are not met, it's not going to be peaceful. It's going to lead to armed struggle. There's no doubt about it. They have been putting their Boko Haram in different places in the South. They are going to set the button when this election erupts. And everybody should be enlightened. We should watch the research we are doing. We need to do this research because the North and the South, they've drawn the line. Agbado have drawn the line. but he doesn't know that he's playing with a time bomb. Naija Watch, I want to beg you, I want to thank you for what you're doing. Please continue to do it. You cannot sleep, because it's our own. It's our experiment. It is our nation. We all having sleepless night. We cannot sleep. We can get angry, but we cannot sleep. We have to find a way out. Every countries have found a way out. The Congos are fighting. Everybody's fighting all around Africa, because there's one bond that tied us, and that bond that tied us down, we must break it. And if we don't break it, we can never get it. Look, my friend, I called my friend who is in Qatar. You know what he told me? He said they buy a ticket for rail transportation less than $2, and that one runs throughout the day. You use it throughout the day. Less than $2 in Qatar. Qatar is not richer than Nigeria, but in Qatar they ride a train less than $2 all throughout the day. You are not going to pay less. You are not going to pay more than that. You buy it at the point of going there. You pay for the money. Less than $2, you buy it. That's it. So, my brothers and sisters, Nigeria, thank you very much. May God bless you.
Okay, dokie. Black Panther, thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate you. All right, we are done on our first line now. We're going to take the final line. I appreciate you all right there. Thank you so much, my people. We're about rounding up this show. But I'd like to go back to Mr. Alex again. This time, let's just do 5 minutes so that we round up. 5 minutes. Mr. Alex, your final submission, 5 minutes.
Mr. Elvis, I want to thank you. In 1993, we heard of elections. In 1992, we heard of 1993 elections. In 1999, we heard of elections. In 2003, we heard of elections. 2007, we heard of elections. 2011, we heard of elections. 2015, we heard of elections. 2023, we heard of elections. 2019, we had. Come on, this is madness. It's madness. We are still battling with electricity, transportation, education. We are still battling with corruption. We are still battling with food. We are still battling with massive massacre of citizens by their leaders, allegedly. We are still battling with what we know when we know the obvious. So, Mr. Blankpatter, you are an activist. I am just a social scientist. I respect you a lot. I like you a lot. I want to continue to be on your side, but I will not agree with that. It's the same people that fought the military juntas to a standstill. Some of them fought Jonathan Goodluck to a standstill. Some of them fought Obasanjo to a standstill. They're in power now since 2015. So I don't know. It's a continuation. I don't believe in any. I don't want to use the F word, alliance. I don't believe in any coalition. I don't believe in it anymore. It's a scam. They will come up with all stories. I am tempted to say I don't believe in any movement anymore. I'm a human being. I cannot be like everybody. It's my right to tell you I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of watching people, illiterates become governors. Falkinizer become governor in a state. People who cannot read, who cannot engage in meaningful conversations. People do not know the meaning of leadership. I'm not saying Nigeria education is how to produce good leadership, but at least they should have standard for everything. There should be standard. A country where leaders are happy to see their people die on a daily basis. Till tomorrow. You expect me to continue to work on those permutations? Even me, I've lost interest on some of the things I was taught in school. It seems to be a mirage in Nigeria. So I call for a referendum. I call for self-actualization. I call for people to go back to their roots. The center is a very wicked center. Wicked, satanic, and evil center. They are the ones manipulating the whole country. So, ladies and gentlemen, I believe in humanity. I believe in people having water to drink, people having food to eat, children having playgrounds, people going to school. I believe in a society where children will finish from school and have access to jobs. I believe in a country that have electricity, a country that is developed, that has transportation. Like you just mentioned, your friend is in Qatar. He has a ticket that runs for 24 hours for less than $2. That is massive, massive subsidy from the government. So I don't believe in anything anymore at the moment. Maybe later I will change my mind. But for now, it's a fluke, it's a lie, it's a flop, it's a disaster, it's just sweet-tonguing. These are the same bunch of people. Sorry, where Atiku is involved, where Rufai is involved, where some political dramatic personnel, political gladiators that we know them very well. So I'm not supporting anybody. I'm not sure I will change my mind this time around. And yes, I can stand on my right to be on my own and forget about PVC. Look at now. They want to make it compulsory that you can have election without PVC. Not to tell you they want to declare that electricity must be available in every village across the country, or to declare that train stations and metro lines must be constructed across the country by the federal government, interstate, railway stations, or to declare that we should have water board back to Nigeria across the country. Look at what they are telling us about borrowing, about making people vote or go to prison. These are, it's like the animal farm. Some animals are more equal than some. So there is no way out. It's a lie. Nigeria is a lie. IMEC is a lie. Political parties are liars. Coalition is a lie. APC is a lie. PDP is a lie. Labour is a lie. Atiku is a lie. All of them just want to come and continue to borrow money and share it. 21 billion, 21.5 billion, 78 billion naira. $21.5 billion, 78 billion naira, then $2 billion for pension fund, whatever. It's all been shared already before the money gets released. And the greatest enemy we have are the International Monetary Fund, the international community, companies, Share and Chevron. So they are collaborating with criminals amongst us. So I don't believe in the system anymore. I lost faith. Even Jesus Christ had a disciple, a close one, called Doubting Thomas, who needed to see proof that Jesus was risen. Jesus did not kill him. He still loved him. He still proved to him. So let me be the Doubting Thomas, and I'll choose to be there for now. Everything is a lie. Look at what is happening in my state. You tell, and these are people that condemn the previous government. I thought when they come, we are going to have erosion to be a thing of the past. I thought when they come, all the markets are going to be shut down, being constructed. I thought when they come, I'm going to see young people, being supported business-wise across the state. It's all a lie. They are even supervising the killings of their people in Edo State, going to beg people that kill people in Edo State to pay compensation. You can see the audacity and madness. So it's a lie, my brother, Mr. Blackmon. I hope as time goes on, you start seeing men as men. Because right now, politically, you are seeing men as trees. You still need to wake up and see better that yes, this is not going to be different from what we have been having. Mr. Elvis, I will leave it here. Please don't ask for elections. Ask for referendum, division. This is not a country. It's a mafia business. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear brother, Mr. Alex. God bless you. I appreciate you. Okay, Mr. Jonathan, please, your final submission. 5 minutes.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. Yes, I don't have any option or any choice than to align with Mr. Alex, which is what I've been saying all along. If there's going to be any election in Nigeria, at least, if we are going to have any confidence in the election, there must be a total reform of this electoral system. And politicians that are supposed to be championing it, they are not even talking about it. It is only civil society organizations, Nigerians that are striving for a good country. We are the ones talking about it. The politician that will ultimately sit in those public offices, ultimately be the beneficiary of those that will superintend over the country. They are not even talking about it. And then comes the question then. Who will go against the reform of the electoral system? Who? And for what reason? Why will you do that? Or why did you do that? Why should you go against the reform? That is already working well. And then there are proposals for a reform. Who will still go against it? But not in Nigeria. They are not even talking about it. The man that spoke today, Joe Usman,
entire 30 minutes or thereabout that he ran all through. Nothing about the electoral, nothing about that. They just want to get into power so that they will continue to benefit from that same system that they are standing criticizing today. They want that system to still be there for them. So that one way or the other, Nigerians just get there so that those systems will still be there. So that we will come in and continue to take advantage of it again. Nobody is ready to fight for the change before they get there. They are not even talking about it. And for me, that says it all. They are not in the business of developing Nigeria. It's all written. It's all written all over space. In 21st century, 2025, in my country, Nigeria, they are allocating billions of naira for boreholes. Nothing about public water system or public water supply. It is borehole. What does that suggest? A country that is moving forward, or a country or leadership that has ideas? Of course not. In my country, 21st century, 2024, we're talking about street lights, budgeting almost $500 million for street light across Nigeria, a country where without regular uninterrupted power supply. What does that tell you? That it's not a joke. In my country, Nigeria, 21st century, 2025, we are still allocating billions of naira to traditional rulers. Government that have nothing, no ideas of what to use the money for. Subsidizing pilgrimage. So you look at all these things, it tells you that there is no room, they don't have the intention. It is one of the two. It is either they don't know what to do, or they don't have the intention to do the good thing. It is one of the two. It's either they don't know what to do, or they don't have the intention to do it, or they know it, but they don't want to do it. I would take the latter rather than the former. They know it, but they're not ready to do it because the status quo continue to benefit them. Even those that are clamoring for change now, even those that are clamoring for the removal of the present government now, they will still want to benefit. They still, you see, they still want to, you see, this faulty electoral system, they are still open. They still believe that by crook or by whatever means, it is this same crooked electoral system that will get them to power. And so when it gets to power, they still want to control the INEC chairman. They still want to have the power to be able to appoint all the residents electoral commissioner. They still want to have it. They don't want to change it. They want to, one way or the other, gaslight Nigerians, misalign Nigerians to get to office so that they continue in that unworkable, corrupt electoral system. They want it to be there intact at the time they get into office. They don't want that part to be taken away from them. Nobody, I've never any one of them talking about, okay, stand. You have the phone, the megaphone every day. Talk about electoral.
Thank you.
They're not doing that. So that's where we are in Nigeria, a country that has no standard. Mr. Elvis, let me stop there. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks to everyone.
Mr. Jonathan, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you. Black Panther, please, 5 minutes.
Let Oga CM talk. I did busy now. Sorry.
Okay. All right then. No problem. Oga CM, is good to have you on the show. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us.
Yeah. Good evening, Niger Watch. Good evening, everybody.
Thank you, sir.
Please, I observe all protocols. I was just running where I'm coming from. Let me see if I can meet, even if it's dying minute. But thank God. You know the short video you played.
Yeah, where have you been?
Me na just the engagement to the whole man picking for this summer. That's winter. I had chance in winter. This summer, no way. You know the video you played about Professor Osman Yusuf. That is the man saying a hematologist, well educated though. Even in United States he lived, but he came back to Nigeria to be corrupt. He was in charge of a national health insurance scheme. These people see the way Fulani they place themselves. National health insurance scheme is where they to encourage everybody to be paying him money, so that they want to do it like a national health service of United Kingdom. But the guy was just eating money with reckless abandon. Imagine waiting make Buhari even they annoyed about it. Upon Fulani bring and to rehabilitate him. Now look at what the man is saying. He's now preaching what I don't know. Now going to El Rufai, you see, the thing is, there once upon a time there was a man called Dr. Obadiah Melafia. Obadiah Melafia said that they are not full. You know, that one interview he granted before they fired him. He said, I had a PhD from Oxford. I don't talk out of anyhow. I have my facts. Because when this Boko Haram issue was ravaging southern Kaduna, ravaging in the sense that they were sacking them from their houses and then renaming the village. After renaming the village, they go and install a Fulani emir there. These are facts under El Rufai. So the guy said he's educated. People rallied around him. Said, you've been a deputy governor of Central Bank. Is that nothing you... He said he went to this band, or what they call the terrorists, where they are staying. He went to them. You know, I spoke Hausa to them. He said, we've been living together here for centuries. He said, why all this? Where do you want us to run to? He said, the information they got was they were brought in. The people there, they don't speak English. He was using an interpreter. All they speak is French. These are Bororo people around the Niger, where they call Mali. El Rufai brought them in. But because, what is the name? Obadiah Melafia. Because even if you want to speak, you have to. He said he was told in confidence that a governor is their commandant. The base, when they came in, was southern Kaduna. The idea was to wipe those people out and take that over, to make Kaduna 100% a Fulani state, so that they can now use it as their credo. That was the plan of El Rufai. It was El Rufai. All that Nigerians are having a short memory. When Boko Haram started, Jonathan came all out to fight them. People say don't use force. He said, okay, let them come. They are faceless. People said the dialogue with them, discuss. He said, where are they? Let them come in. Jonathan made the offer. They should come out. They replied that they won't come. Buhari should go and represent them. Can you imagine? Okay. Jonathan brought in Ihejirika, the first time an Igbo man will be chief of army staff since 1970, even since Ironsi shot. The first time, and the guy went to work. America volunteered to help. But part of the secret, when they hold a meeting, before you know it, the thing will lose. It will be leaked to them. America has to pull out. These are facts. That's why when we come to Nigeria Watch, I can only remind people what happened in the past so that they use it to project the future and make analysis. America pulled out. America pulled out, completely pulled out. When they now ask them, bring us arms, because people will say, America didn't give arms, they were afraid that it will fail into, because the greatest thing, one thing with America is that, some of you in the US can confirm, if America is selling arms to you, not that you are paying them the money, that is the issue, but how are they sure that it will not fall into the hand of their enemy? Because they will pieces it and use it on them. That's one of the conditions they always give to Saudi Arabia. I mean, these are facts. I don't come here to come and do conjecture. So El-Rufai, in one of the things they went to their camp, according to HDK's account and all those things, going to Borno State to go and decimate them. As they are going to the camp or refugee, it was El-Rufai, Atiku, how many of them? They were coming out from there. These are facts. People should listen. El-Rufai was coming out. These are people they've gone to tell. See, oh God. So this is the man that is now playing all this, all that, all this. They know. This chief sponsor, there is no way you mention Boko Haram terrorism, who invite. In fact, at the time, El-Rufai agreed that yes, he has gone to go and pay them. Why did you bring them in? Because they felt Jonathan will resist. They set up a camp in Ondo. I mean, somewhere in Ekiti. There was a camp in Oyo, somewhere in Kwara State, and either in Nasarawa, but not in the southeast because they were waiting to finish off Jonathan. If we dare not, that's what Jonathan considered. So they were taken unawares. They weren't prepared for governance. That is the meaning of if I do it again, baboon and this thing will be soaked in red oil. That is just the meaning. So I want to see people should now realize the role El-Rufai played. Now these people were left in the lodge. They were wondering what to do. They have to help themselves with all the arms they've given them. That was how the thing spread. Now to curtail it, because Buhari is in charge. When Buhari was sworn in, you know what he said? That people have forgotten. I am not for everybody. I am not for anybody. I am for everybody. You know that type of. It wasn't to Nigeria. We were talking to them. So they thought that they've installed their man, but somehow because the guy was they weren't prepared for leadership. All Buhari has to do as a compromise was to allow Miyetti Allah and then tell them every Fulani by November 2019 every Fulani should come in. He said it in Egypt in November 2019. So that was how all these things came in. So El-Rufai in Kaduna State gave them a base. All those bandits, you call them, they gave it was a base. Now those people, they came in with the intention to do a quick fit and go. But now they have to stay. So where do they live? They have to start dislodging this and so that El-Rufai kept, turned a blind eye. They were renaming every. I mean, we saw the devastation they caused now with this same El-Rufai preaching all this and say they must do Muslim tickets. So back to just to juggle our memory. That guy is dangerous. I've people hearing people say they want to do even if they want to run with P2B if they form coalition. Maybe even if Atiku won't run, let El-Rufai run with P2B. El-Rufai is Fulani. Dati Dr. Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed will be that ticket. What is wrong with that one? If it's Fulani they want, why must the chief sponsor, somebody who agreed, he say has gone to go and pay? Where did you go outside the country? So he knows where they are. You went and brought them in. That is how Nigeria was devastated. Probably, I don't know the day he struck with Tinubu, but somehow Tinubu has his own name, has his own shady deal with the US to protect. But when the intelligence leaked that they want to give this in, maybe Tinubu traded it in, that it's better they stopped him at the screening session in the National Assembly so that if they screen him, he will not become a minister. But somehow they have to write a intelligence report and circulate. People said no, it's too much. That intelligence report is not from Nigeria. If it were among Nigerians, they compromise, they give them money. The intelligence report came from abroad, probably from Washington, that this man, they know him. And Tinubu has his own to protect. So our people said, if fire fall on you and fell on your child, which one do you take out first? Is the one on you. You have to take out the fire, that fell on you before talking of your thought. If you say you go leave your own, go they do that in a lie, you'll be wayo. You have to do your own quickly and then start looking for. So Tinubu took care of his secret deals with America, then traded in El-Rufai. That was how he wasn't getting anything. And then he felt that, because the idea is to Fulanize, that to make sure that the Fulani in every village, so that they now know they want to control, putting people in different forests. So El-Rufai is very, very, very dangerous. So when people are saying Peter be wrong with El-Rufai, I said no, that's a non-starter. It's better Peter be retired from politics. It can't happen. What is wrong with Dati Baba Ahmed? Look, if you pick El-Rufai, you already tainted. And I heard that the people of Middle Belt, particularly Southern Kaduna, said any ticket that picks El-Rufai is dead on arrival. So what are we talking? Forget about all this nonsense. Later day Democrats, they are talking this, they are talking that. That guy is as dangerous as the evil. The facts are in the open. The way he governed Kaduna State is left for anybody to see. There is nowhere a governor will be sitting down. They are sacking before you became governor, this is the name of the village. During your time, they changed it, install Emir there, and they make it a Fulani Emirate. I mean, go and ask people let the people from Kaduna, Southern Kaduna talk. You had the man here, Haruna Goro. Whenever he comes to lecture us, he will tell you. So El-Rufai is a no-starter. Please. Or we know the game they want to play. My only thing, I think I said it before, Tinubu, apart from Afenifere telling him he failed woefully, which is true. I wish Ohanes Ndigbo will also have the courage to even stand up and say can condemn it. But then, after that, the going forward, like we said, is that the only way to stop a looming danger is, please, Tinubu, if you want to restructure, give confederacy, because that will help to downstream the tension. So that if you are coming to, nobody goes to Abuja again to come and stay at Abuja and control with tight hand every part of the country. No. And if you do it, you've now removed the oxygen. What oxygen am I talking about? The resources. What is the resources? The oil resources in the Niger Delta area. That's all. Because we are effectively giving people the opportunity to control their resources and bring funds to the center. So that's why it can work. So that this is the way you do it in a very democratic way. And you are sure of 3 regions down south that will back you. Then going to the middle, when Dr. Fakpo Undak created it, the middle belt will now be into 3. Central middle belt, maybe Benue and Nasarawa. The eastern middle belt, Taraba and South, and some part of Gombe. The Christian area of Borno down with Adamawa. Then the western middle belt, you see a Zuru area of Kebbi State, the Christians, the southern Kaduna and down. Then you have the northwest of Sokoto, Zamfara, and probably Katsina. Then the northeast, that is how you do it. So you have the power. Tinubu, no need for second term. What you can achieve with using first term will be what you do today, like Liverpool Football Club, we say, will re-echo in history. What you do within your first term is not all hope. All hope is not lost. I know economically we are grounded, but you can use this political mileage you are having now to stay right. People like me can still say at least you can manage the economy, but politically you'll be able to put Nigeria in the shape that, because restructuring now is no longer the result it will achieve. Maybe if we had done it 20 years ago, 10 years ago. But with this, growing insurgents and everything, that is how to remove the oxygen from them. That is what Tinubu should do fast. Forget about second, or you keep them guessing, let them their plan. Keep them guessing. Do it. Peter Obi is even saying part of the, from what I gather, from the coalition. He said they want 5 years. The next president should not know this maximum 5 years. Nothing like second term. And then they must have to state everything in the constitution before. So they don't want it. All they are trying to do is to grab power. Now this is the deal. Their deal is they feel that they won't trust P2B. That's one. All these elements, maybe they bring in El-Rufai as president. They are no longer obeying 8 years in the south, 8 years in the north. No, it's out of the question, because they felt that if you don't want Tinubu to continue, if you want somebody from the south, the most popular politician that can appeal easily is P2B, and they don't want it. That is what they are backing at. They don't want it. And P2B can never, when I say never, unless you want to commit suicide, to go and start to be vice president to Atiku at 81 years old. and then come and tell people that you raise up 81-year-old man for your president, it won't work. So they want to sort of, get crash and bring in a candidate that will tell the bandits, say, this is our own, or they want to this, that they will now start to cause that confusion. That is what they want. That is what they are planning, because already they don't want Tinubu again to be there. So this is the issue. So when people are mentioning El-Rufai, please remember the man's antecedents. It's as deadly as anything you can hear. They are the people that brought Jonathan down. Although Tinubu gave them the air by providing his media, they are the people. He single-handedly did it. They recruited others. He knows where he went and brought them, planted them, hoping that everything will spark, but he couldn't spark. Then Jonathan played them and said, okay, come and take power. That's why Buhari had no plan. All he was doing was Miyetti. Miyetti was a way to compensate these people. When they get to Benue State to leave, they felt they have to live there. The governor of Benue State, Samuel Ortom, went to Buhari. As the CNC, you saw a governor of a state coming, you give him priority. He said he will go to Abuja, nothing. The day he got, he said, they are your brothers. Go and they accommodate. Can you imagine that? Am I lying? These are in the open. So the thing about Nigeria is that sometimes maybe we use this platform to remind people, for those that their memory must have calcified, to remind them that, look, these are the game. The symptom of the disease will tell you the severity of how it is. The disease will just they allow you to get up, go eat. That one never dey severe. Now the one where you go there for bed, you no go feel get up, you no go feel breathe. They bring oxygen. Say it on the worst. So the symptom, what will happen, what they are planning, is to take over, and when they take over, it will be. It will be fine. It will be devastating. Anything El-Rufai hand there inside can never be noble. Let me use this statement to remember. Anything Nasiru El-Rufai hand there inside or in the lead it can never be noble. It's either to perpetuate a Fulanization. The militant left for him, he's like Osman Danfodio today. El-Rufai, you see, forget about him, may be laughing. He is the Osman Danfodio. That's where they see, and that's why he wants to be seen. Why all these things? Look at what happened under Kaduna, a state. Somebody from Southern Kaduna was saying somewhere, I was listening. He said, if not, he said everything, including commissioner, he wasn't giving them. Everything, unlike before. He makes sure that nothing got to the Christian area. That's what they want, was to clear them away from Southern Kaduna and then make it a Fulani Emirate. Before you know, they say, hey, Kaduna, which is a very preeminent state or city in the north, is now dominated by them. That's why El-Rufai was there, and they now make sure that as he's leaving, which is what they don't usually do, he made sure that the person that will succeed him must be a Muslim, and there will be a Muslim ticket here. That's why I told them, say, we've done it in Kaduna, we can do it at the national, hoping that Tinubu, in fact, it's even if he had been in Tinubu's cabinet, he will be planning so many things inside. But I don't know, Agbado is also streetwise. He must have, done one or two things. Use some third party to write that type of bad report, bring it in. He said, on this now, I can't take you. You fail. So they kept him away. He's a very, very dangerous human being. So all these things they are doing, all these things. Yes, Tinubu, El-Rufai brought Tinubu into office not for the good of the country, not for his own. After all, when they brought bandit, all this Boko Haram, is it for the good of the country? It's not for the good of the country. Just to remove Jonathan. What did Jonathan do? Nothing. All manner of allegation, they have to remove him. So discussing El-Rufai, please, people should know this. The guy is the deadliest ever. He's the Osman Danfodio people are seeing now. He want to reenact all those things that is happening. All these things that come. Imagine El-Rufai calling people to come and join him in a coalition against what? Anything El-Rufai hand they inside, it can never be genuine. It can never benefit the country from what we've seen. Look at the state he governed. So please, let's leave it at that. Then as per maybe whether the economy is bad or this, Tinubu should salvage the situation by this is not even restructuring confederal. Let's go beyond rest. Just confederal. If you do it, that is a way to stop flanization, what is to come, because they want to field their own candidate. That's why when you ask them, who do you want to take over from Tinubu? They say, hey, they are working a coalition. If you don't want a Tinubu anymore, you take somebody from the south. If you say you still want, there are Yoruba people. If you still sit on Southwest, there are good Yoruba people. You can say we are promoting this. Then now people will now look at the character. Peter Obi is there, but they don't trust him. They said no, because Peter Obi will come with a different agenda. That is not what they want. They don't want to compete. Their idea is not to compete. They feel that it is their own. So they will dictate what they want and then enforce it on you. Why is it that every bush, that is where El-Rufai is planting his people? Why is it that every bush in the south, forest, that is where they are going to camp, in the hope that when they push the trigger, then there will be confusion. They will not like to do what they want. But that is by the way. So we know what exactly the game plan they are playing. I mean, they are planning. People should not go to bed and sleep. If there is a time every antenna should be up, it is now. A lot of things will happen between now and 2027. But we feel, in the end, let it not be what they plan, what El-Rufai is having in mind. They know Atiku is a spent force, and there is no other person they are counting in the north than this man. Nuhu Ribadu, they are hoping to hand over. If Tinubu do 8 years, they say they give to Nuhu Ribadu. Nuhu Ribadu and El-Rufai are not in good terms. So a lot of game they are planning, but they know that it's not going to work, because under a free and fair election, nobody is going to vote for, let me say, Tinubu or even El-Rufai. But what they are trying to do is to make sure that they bring a sort of confusion in it, because time is running against them to do their fulanization. All this deep Quran into the sea. They are looking for El-Rufai to come and bail them. Buhari went in, now they cannot expose his plan. That's why they are holding him. So El-Rufai will now come and continue the jihad. After Buhari, it should now be El-Rufai. That is the appointment. Atiku is too compromised to be able to do it, but you can drag him along with his wealth. El-Rufai just over the place. Even in so many Arab countries, he's going. That's why sometimes you don't see him. He tell you, I'm doing PhD in Cairo. All those ones now, why you say I'm doing PhD in Cairo? Later, I'm doing PhD in Netherlands. That's what you hear. We follow it now. No, that's why I tell people should come and be listening to Nigeria, because here we tell you, I don't make conjecture. These are what you've known, but I use it, pierce them together to tell you where it's leading to. Say they go Cairo, they do a PhD in Cairo, they sometimes in Netherlands, they run around, they collect data. On a lie. No, yeah, he said it now. So what all these things. He said it. You see, I wish that we have somebody from Southern Kaduna to come and tell you. In fact, under Tinubu, that is when Southern Kaduna people felt a little bit of a sense of belonging.
Dr. CM.
They've given them a university. Yes,
I'll give you my time. I'll give you my time. Just let me just say this. I want to say something. Dr. CM, you are right on the dot. That what you've just said to this is just part of my research work that I've been doing. What is happening within the Northern Caliphate? There's a trouble around now. There's a trouble. You just made mention of one, the El-Rufai and the Atiku structure. You just mentioned of the problem, and I saw it in one of the research I'm taking. But let me bypass this now. You see, Alex, you are right on the spot. What you are not understanding the fight itself. You are not understanding. You're attaching emotional structure to it. You and I are on the same path. What I said is that you have to let us think. Think. Don't open the basket. Let us think and be smart and lay the research work on it. Yes, there's some part of your studies you might not believe in because those are Western culture. But let us sit down and think. Look at Dr. CM talking on one part of the how to solve it. Now you can go on another direction. I am coming from another direction, but I belong to the house of, look, election. The probability, the percentage I'm giving for it to work is just 10%. It's not going to work. 10% is I'm giving to it. But on the other side, I'm with you, but I have to research and allow people to get information so that they will know the camp which they will jump to. That is what we should be preaching. Not how to vote, but how to look the Nigerian issue and know where you belong to. Are you on the side of the politician, or you on the side of the people that have gone to history to spill it to you so that you can jump to this camp, so that we can have a formidable team and win? That is it. If you want to have a confederation, you have to be on the same camp and win. Alex, you got to be on the camp, on the side that are smart to do it, so that we can win and even have a nation that we can call our own. Not this type, you are tired. Who is going to fight for you? Is it me, or is it your children? Thank you.
This Professor Banji Akintoye, I think they said he made an interview recently. I don't know where, I'm looking for it to listen, but somebody was telling me, he's saying that Yorubas want out. You see, the only thing I want Tinubu, forget about, I know economy you've collapsed, restructure, that is confederation before P2B comes in. That is the only way. That is the only step, because what they are planning is heavy. They are not interested. They know, even if anything, they can bring El-Rufai as president, say they don't care about 4 years, 8 years, that the economy is so bad, they want to rescue Nigeria. All a lie. All a lie. They want El-Rufai to play a prominent role. That prominent role would have been to be a minister in Tinubu's government, and from inside, they do the deal. Because, as a minister now, you come to a meeting, do you know who your minister talks to when he closes from work? So you have a channel, but maybe somehow the intelligence report leaked and then they use it to screen him out. So he's not happy. That is the issue. The only option open to me is between, like Dr. Fakpo advised Tinubu, forget about second time. Forget about all this. You can become a hero within 4 years. They're not going to impeach you. Use these 2 years and then put Nigeria the type of geographical structure you want. Because that is like taking the wind off their sail. You've taken, that is, you've called their, what is it called? I think in Julius Caesar used to say those Flavius and Marulus that came to drove the commoners home. He said, these growing feeders plucked from Caesar's wings will make him fly an ordinary pitch. So to do that type of thing, to make what they are planning become an ordinary pitch, you take the wind off them. This is what you do. Executive power, that this is what you do. Because when you do it, the oil in the night is not like the oil they are going to use to be voting money, all these things, now goes down to the region that have it. No matter the percentage they bring, it won't be as like it is now. So that is how to do it. Already you built Lagos. I know this east-west road, highway you built was just, let it start from Lagos, maybe reach to Ekiti or Ondo, who knows, but it's okay for you. You've got this type of plan. So the only thing is 2 years before P2B comes in and consolidate on it, because when you now come, P2B said he doesn't want more than 5 years. That is part of the deal he's proposing to them, but they are not accepting it. They want to change the constitution. 5 years, and they should rotate within the 6 geographical zones. They don't want that. So all they want is they use it as manipulation and then do what they want. So to me, anything involving El-Rufai is very, very deadly. People should not even think to, because a man's character, that's why when you want to start a job, they say they need a reference. The moment they write everything good about you, they say, but he's not reliable. That ends everything. We are not going to take you. That word reliable. So I can't be trusted that you give him a job, he will come. But he comes to work early, but I can't trust him not to divulge a secret you confided in him. That trust and reliable is gone. So El-Rufai as a person, anybody recommending him, look at what the mess he made in Kaduna, created the enemy, turned ethnic groups against themselves. If not for the coming of Tinubu, now in Southern Kaduna, can you imagine? Even every state we have a federal university like ABU in Zaria in the north. Why not build Kaduna State University? Should go to the south. That is the way it is done in most places. That is the way it would have been a disaster that the University of Benin is in Edo South. And you want to do Bende State University, you go and put it in somewhere in the southern area of now. You can't. You can't. You have to put it somewhere else. In Anambra, that is the way it was done. But they do everything to the north. Now, Tinubu is giving them North University somewhere in Kachia in the south, and then one other things. So they are happy. So that is part of the thing El-Rufai should have done, but he doesn't want it. Now he wants to empower them, giving them education so that they can have easy access to university education around their own. I wish Karuna Goro will come here and tell us more. So El-Rufai is really the danger that people should watch out for. They want to present him for presidency. Even if he win or not, they will say it's a stalemate, all these things. Then convince the whole North that everybody is against them to vote. He is the people, and he's not willing. If they bring El-Rufai as a vice to P2B, they will lose a lot of votes in the North. Nobody will agree. Even some people, those from the South, will say no, El-Rufai for what? What happened to Dati Baba Ahmed? Atiku is suspended for. So they are in a quagmire. The only thing Tinubu has to do, what I feel, is to make Nigeria go confederal, so that to stop this encroaching Fulanization coming down south. That is the only thing he could do, so that we now know every region now, you now control your own. You are politically something like a mini independent, even if you can't go outright. So the idea that we'll be in Abuja and start to Lord Commissioner of Police or the Commissioner of Police to one state and tell him what to do, all these things, it will stop. Post a military general here, and all those things will be diluted. So the idea that a region can now say we don't want anybody in our forest, we are going. There's no federal might anymore. Everything is now loose. That is the only way Nigeria can be saved. Failing it, thank you.
You said something about El-Rufai. We know the El-Rufai was dropped by Tinubu. But you said maybe you need to say it again. Just I want to get a better understanding of it. The thing from the United States or something like that.
It's a foreign intelligence. I think it's from Washington. Do you know why? Because when Jonathan was out for Boko Haram, he wanted to deal with them. People say no. He said, okay, let them come for dialogue. Am I lying? Jonathan invited them he said, who are their leaders? Let them come. Let dialogue. They said, let Buhari represent them. That was what shocked Nigerians. Let Buhari represent them. Even at that, they didn't turn up. So when America at the earliest stage, the Americans were interested. What made America to pull out was when they held a meeting with some general, they came in. Before they finished the meeting, where their camp is, somewhere in Sambisa area, they've known. When Ihejirika wanted to go there, he said they saw Atiku. What is the name? Atiku El-Rufai coming out, and then all this Muhammad Guzo. So it's on the media then now. Coming out from them, they say, wow. So that's what made Jonathan to declare that even Boko Haram is in my government. Because people in his government, they go and leak secret to what they discussed about how to do. You see, the man is really in a bit handicapped if you know really what happened. So this is the deal. So at the time, okay, for El-Rufai to admit, I've gone to go and pay them to stop all this. Where? Nigerian journalists, they don't interrogate issues, just keep quiet. Where? So you know them. You know them. Can you say that in the Western world? We all know it. Say, they said, but I've gone to go and pay them. I've traveled to outside the country to go. So you know where they are, where they came in from. Which means you compromise the country's intelligence, security. And yet such a person, you want to bring him close. So it is that idea that's why America pulled out. When they asked for this, America give them arms, they said no. Go and note it. America cannot sell arms to you, no matter the price, when they know that arm can fall into the hand of the enemy. They won't do that. They won't. Go and read about it. They can never. So that was how they started putting this El-Rufai. They have the thing that they have dossiers on everybody now. They have dossiers. It's only in Nigeria that maybe you see people, everybody just they talk nonsense from it. They have dossier. So when Tinubu is about to bring the say, look at the man they want. It's like making El-Rufai ambassador to any country. They will, letter of credence, they will turn it down. Say they won't accept him. They will even tell you. So El-Rufai, they see him as the Osman Danfodio that will help them realize that idea. Not to grow the economy, not to make Nigeria good, no. Just to make sure that the Fulani, they've given it to them. Buhari was dealing with Miyetti Yala. Look at the way he was pampering them. Miyetti Yala was threatening a sitting governor of Benue State. The man said it one day. They want his way to his family. They shot at him. He ran. He escaped. The president is there. A state governor you are telling to go and accommodate there your brothers. An attack on Boko Haram is an attack on the north. Wouldn't that doesn't that ring a bell? What does that mean? An attack on Boko Haram is an attack on the north. So where are we today? So please, Tinubu, you're halfway this thing. Economically, we know it's in a mess.
Dr. CM.
Let's try and salvage something with this confederation.
Dr. CM, I want to recapitulate what Ms. Oga Jonathan said one time. I think that was last year, or during the election time, or after the election, when he got to power. Mr. Jonathan said one thing. He said for Agbado to release Kanu, it got to be on a deal between Kanu and Agbado. It got to be a deal, and it has to be a political. It won't be used for political issues to gain something before Agbado can release him. Dr. Jonathan, you are very right. You are very right. You are getting to that space now. You are getting to the space now. No. Watch what is going on. You see, the entire East are going to declare for Agbado. And how going to declare? There must be a deal on Kanu before Agbado will release him. And that is what Jonathan has postulated is going to come to pass very soon. Let us watch. We'll see the deal that will be done for Kanu, and he will be set free.
But Black Panther, if it works that way, and Tinubu continues Nigeria the way it is, they may cool down. So, okay, let us suspend this thing for 4 years. After that, it will come to the north, they manipulate. Let him do, because for Banji Akintoye and the Fakpo Unda, Nigeria, that is the center after Tinubu, the center, let it not be strong. Not because it's for political reasons.
No, Tinubu is not interested. He's not interested in that. But Tinubu has a big information, and there's a deal that Tinubu has struck, and that deal that Tinubu struck has alienated the power from the north. I will explain that. I'm doing a very wrong research, and I'm collaborating with a lot of people.
But if the structure remains like this, they can mellow down. So, okay, not before years.
It looks as if, look, Tinubu is doing something. Looks as if he's going to favor us. But Tinubu, look, Tinubu is doing things as if he's going to favor us, favor the South. But it's not going to favor us. It's going to lock us down the more. But I'll go into detail because Nigeria is about to close now. I'll go into the real details.
Okay, yeah, but whatever it is, because if it's a case of, okay, Tinubu railroad, then they can just say, okay, they collapse. Tinubu, do your 4 years and
Kanu is going to be free. Kanu is going to be free.
We want, of course, he should, because he's not supposed to even be there in the first place. But the most important thing is the structure, the way it is now. Tinubu, whether you are going this, it should not be the same. That's what people are saying. That's what people are saying. You should not leave it the center strong. Let you be the last person. I mean, Peter Obi was saying during the last election, he said, I'm even running to reduce the power of the presidency. You know what that means? I'm running to reduce the power of my office. Because Fulani will thrive when the center is strong. That is the only way. That is how they are going to, that is how they are going to carry out their activity. Because the center is, look at what Buhari did for 8 years. No challenge, nothing. It was just, even myself, the crying don't even stop. I mean, we also want...
Dr. Jonathan and Dr. CN, Eastern, God, Nigerians.
People, we know that
the Eastern Bloc. I got a sort of information, and I know why the East want to go. People that are saying that East cannot survive. Look, what the East have, some part of Nigeria don't have it. I will open that very soon. Like Dr. say, know where I'm going to. What the East Abs?
Yes, I know.
No Nigerian parts get up. I will explain that. It's part of my research work too.
So you see, the only way, that's what I'm saying, let Tinubu, whatever it is. That's what Fakpo Hunda said, forget about second term. You can be a hero because that's what I take the wind off their sail. Nigeria should be a confederation as you are living. That is because that is the first step. Then everybody will just say, okay, the tension done. So let me now see how that Fulanization will work. Because before you know it, confederation, every region will have their own constitution. You're right. Do you know that before in the 1960s, it was Ayo Adebanjo made me know it. He said the Western region has their own embassy or sort of high com in London, apart from Nigeria's own. The East have their own with somebody designated representing them. Ayo Adebanjo said it was a Western region embassy in London that he had his own wedding, 1962, where he wedded his wife. So to tell you the level of independence we enjoyed, and that with that type of thing, you can't come because they give their own, the Western Region Scholarship, they have their own scholarship board, even in London, for those that are coming. So this is the type of something that Tinubu should reenact in the face of this mounting danger. Thank you, Niger Watch.
All right. Thank you very much, Ogasim. I'll be listening to you all here. Just wanted you guys to divert a little bit in general what is affecting us in the country. Well, we've come to the end of the broadcast now, my people. I appreciate you all. Ogasim, thanks for coming in. Just that we now see you once in a month now. But it's good. Today means a lot to us. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan, my brother, Mr. Alex, Black Panther. Thank you, my people. For those of you that super chatted the channel today, happy new month to every one of you right there listening to us right now. Thank you, Osamudi Ame Okusun. Thank you, Peter Ife, Jacob Obedient, Peggy Modi, Patty Solomo, and the Progressive NG. God bless you all, my people. And on the comment section, Mother of all Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you always. Thank you, Abu Azia. I appreciate you always. God bless you. Thank you, Uyi Desmond, Arize Shukuma. Thank you, Jacob Obedient, once more. Lucky Yamo. God bless you all, my people. Debsy, I can see you. Thank you, my people. God bless you all. We've come to the end of this broadcast and allow us to end the show right now. Join us again tomorrow, fingers crossed, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Let's continue from where we stop right now. My people, now here we join the curtain. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night and bye for now.
That yet the cross bia bia one them. Aje contract to he. Mushima no where hanyu. Get the bansa.